roller coaster. The game has pretty much been anything but a joyride. And people sit here and they're like, oh, well, what do you mean by that? Why are you hating? Oh, well, I enjoy the game. It's like, okay, cool. You can enjoy the game. You can enjoy slop. That's what you enjoy. But me personally, and other people who actually love wrestling games, they're not enjoying what's going on with WWE 2K26 right now. Most of us, we already quit this game months ago because it's not fun anymore, and a lot of the moves that they're making are very, very, very questionable. A lot of these moves have you scratching your head like, what the hell are you doing? Most of the time, this doesn't even feel like a wrestling game, you know? So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna have a look at this article. We're gonna have a look at how they just expose themselves, how I personally feel about this, and the potential future of this horrendous franchise. So let's do a little roll call. What up, C Jack? I see you typing. God damn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 messages. Shit, you've been waiting on this stream, haven't you, boy? What up, Oni? What up, Dark? What up, Fab? What up, Fallburn? So let's go ahead. The head of this article, the title of this article is Take-Two boss says 2K's WWE franchise could be double or triple the size it is now. Well, no shit, Sherlock. It very well could be bigger than it is right now, but in order to achieve that, you have to actually care. You have to actually put some love and affection towards your product. But when you prioritize greed, you're going to stay where you're at. Yeah, you're going to obviously rake in some bread because we got some wells out here. We got some delusional wells out here who can't stop ripping open packs. We got some delusional wells out here who just can't stop spending their last or spending most of what they have on my faction packs. It's like a dopamine hit. It's like FOMO, fear of missing out. They just can't help it. They can't help themselves. They always want to be first. Oh, did you pull this card? You didn't pull this card, but I did. I did. So yeah, you can get those people. Obviously, those people are going to keep your numbers up. They're going to make your shareholders happy. Of course, those you're going to love those people. But the actual passionate people who don't give a fuck about these two game modes, who actually want this game to improve, want this series to improve, who actually want this game to be more geared towards actual professional wrestling fans, more geared towards actual professional wrestling, feel like a wrestling game and not a fighting game. These people, us, you're losing us. You're losing us. And some of these people, like, yo, we've pretty much bought every single game. Pretty much. And it just dies out. It just dies out like that. Let's go ahead and read this shit. The boss of Take-Two believes 2K's WWE video games could be much more successful than they currently are, pointing to ongoing opportunities to improve the quality of the game. While 2K's WWE franchise is successful, it's overshadowed by 2K's NBA franchise. Well, no shit, Sherlock. I just showed you NBA 2K TV in the past video. Go ahead and have a look at that. We'll go back and look at that too in this stream. But you show NBA 2K 10 times the amount of love than you show WWE 2K. So obviously it's gonna overshadow it. You do little to nothing for us. They got crossplay on NBA 2K. They got actual rankings, actual leaderboards over there. You can actually narrow that shit down to your actual city, bro. Like if I want to go and I want to look at who is the top motherfucker on NBA 2K in my city, Atlanta, I can do that. If I want to go see who's the top motherfucker on there in Iraq, I can do that. If I want to go see who the best player in Baltimore is, I can do that. You can, do the wagers in the park and everything, play for like 20K VC, have your whole chat around you, watching you play your game in the game and stream in real time. Have a whole crowd around you watching y'all hoop and shit. You can pretty much, if you know what you're doing, you can pretty much get the My Team cards that you want. You can play as all the classic teams. They're not locking the goddamn 96 Bulls behind my team. So yeah, bro. Hey, that boy C-Jack, 4 months though. 4 months though. I see you. Which makes mountains of cash for parent company Take-Two. Both games are developed by the California-based studio Visual Concepts. The most recent release was WWE 2K26, which IGN awarded a 7 out of 10. This is why nobody takes IGN serious anymore, because these are all paid off reviews. These are all fabricated reviews. They get inflated every single year. I mean, you could literally make the same exact game, the same exact slop every single year, and IGN will be right there. Oh, well, I'm going to rate it a 7 out of 10. I'm going to rate it an 8 out of 10. I'm going to rate it a 9 out of 10. Typical IGN. This is why nobody takes you serious. WWE 2K26 benefits most from having been built on a tremendous raggy? A tremendous foundation. What tremendous foundation? Because 2K19 was the best foundation to build off of, and you killed that shit. And you had to take a little bit of a hiatus and come back with 2K22 and come back with an even worse foundation. How did that work out? How did that work out, buddy? Huh? How did that work out? One that has barely had to change. Oh, really? Right. But continues in ways that are starting to hurt more than help. We said WWE 2K27 is already confirmed, likely for March 2027 release date, unfortunately. In its latest financial report, Take-Two said WWE 2K26 recurrent customer spending is up 20% year over year and more than 85 million matches played, an increase of 7% compared to WWE 2K25. Wow. 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 Let me read that again. Up 20% year over year. They're talking to you, my faction players. They're talking to you, island players. They're talking to y'all. They're talking to y'all. They saying y'all some straight suckers. They saying, ooh, we love y'all. They saying y'all easy work. They talking to y'all. 20% year over year. I'm gonna rate it a nothing out of 10, as in it's a 0 out of 10. Screw 2K at this point. Fab. Not gonna lie, I'm thinking about downloading AEW Fight Forever, hearing the 20% year over year stat. We're cooked. In its latest financial report, oh, I already read that. Okay, let me see. But Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick told IGN that he believes the WWE franchise could grow significantly, saying Visual Concepts always wants to do better. Huh? What do you mean always wants to do better? Because the last thing I've seen these past few years is you trying to make the game worse. That's what I've been seeing. Oh, we want to do better. Oh, we always want to strive for greatness. I have yet to see any evidence of that. The only thing I'm seeing is you want to rinse the consumers. That's what I'm seeing. What do you want to do better at? What do you want to do better at? I'm waiting to see that. And then, oh my goodness, we're very proud of the Metacritic score. Whoa, 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 whoa! Are you kidding me, bro? You're very proud of the Metacritic score? See, this just goes to show how out of touch these motherfuckers are. This is why I say that I have no respect for the individuals who run this game. Zero respect. Because all these people care about is money. They don't care about if the consumer is having the worst experience of their life. To say that you enjoy, to say that you really love the Metacritic score, I don't even got to finish this article, bro. Let's go ahead and have a look at Metacritic. Metacritic, the WWE 2K25 user score was 6.5. Do not pay attention to this because these are paid off inflated reviews, okay? This 80 right here, this is all inflated. Do not pay attention to this. What you need to pay attention to is this right here, the user score. So as you can see, in my opinion, 2K25 is an average WWE game. I think it was ass. I don't really care about it, but it still got better reviews on the user side. It stayed, hovering between a 5.5 and a 6. Now, we're going to go ahead and have a look at WWE 2K26. You not only dropped your critic score, but you dropped your user score too. You're currently at a fucking 3.4. So you tell me, how do you like that score? How can you sit here and say that you like that score? Let's go ahead and have a look. You have a 3.4 on the PS5. You have a 1.4 on the Xbox Series X. You have a 2.6 on the PC. And mind you, the PC is supposed to be paradise because it's supposed to be an open sandbox that allows mods. If you're getting a 2.6 on PC, you know you fucked up. You know you dead wrong. So you mean to tell me that you like these scores? You like being negatively reviewed? What are you talking about, bro?
Are you fucking kidding me?
You sound delusional as hell, bro. That is crazy, dog. You're telling me that you like this score right here at 1.4. And mind you, these scores were even lower in March. These scores were even lower than they are right now. Because in March, you remember what these scores were like. Across the board, all these scores were ones across the board. There was no 2 point something. There was no 3 point something. Every single score was a 1 across the board in March. The only reason why this shit got just a little bit of a boost is because they make some tweaks to the ringside pass. That's the only reason why they got their shit boosted up a bit. But don't forget your shit was at a 1 across the board. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. Let's continue. We're proud of how the title performed, Zelnick said. We have great partners at TKO led by Nick. And now he's trying to brag and boast about TKO, the company that literally makes it a living hell to try to attend a WWE event. The company that tries to always put their hand in the basket and take more than they need. The company that is trying to constantly nickel and dime you. Now he's trying to sit here and say, oh, we have a great partnership with TKO and Nick Khan. Wow. We know where you stand, buddy. And of course, everything related to WWE continues to grow. Oh, really? Oh, really? The team over there is just crushing it. The only thing that TKO Group is crushing is a childhood dream to attend WrestleMania. The fuck are you talking about? So we're thrilled to be in business with TKO and WWE. I bet you are. I bet you are. I do think there's ongoing opportunities to improve the quality of the game. I do think that we can give consumers more of what they want. And I know our team at Visual Concepts always wants to do better. We're never in business of patting ourselves. You're never in the business of patting yourself on the back? You're never in the business of patting yourself on the back? Is that what I'm hearing right now? There is no way that's what I'm hearing right now. You're not in the business of patting yourself on the back? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now?
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god, stop you fucking lying. Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god, stop you fucking lying.
Are you kidding me? You're not in the business of patting yourself on the back, and you believe that arrogance is the enemy of consumers? You believe that arrogance is the enemy of continued success? Let me repeat that. We're never in the business of patting ourselves on the back. We believe that arrogance is the enemy of continued success. There's no way I just read that shit.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god, stop you fucking lying.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and once again, we're going to prove that you're full of shit. So let's go ahead and have a look, shall we? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go on your page and we're going to go on a little bit of a scavenger hunt and find out multiple occasions where you, 2K, have patted yourself on the back. This is what we do over here at Unsanctioned TV. This is as real as it gets, bro. This is as real as it gets because we keep receipts. We tapped in with this shit. You maybe can get one over on other motherfuckers, but not over us because we keep the receipts over here. So let's go ahead. Consistency that critics recognize. Consistency that critics are recognizing. Is that not patting yourself on the back? That's one. Let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue. Still sitting at the head of the table. Keeps its place at the head of the table. Is that not patting yourself on the back? Let's continue. Let's continue. Because it does not stop. Let's continue. And experienced critics can't stop talking about. Is that not patting yourself on the back? Is that not patting yourself on the back? Let's continue. The GOAT. WWE 2K26 is the greatest of all time. The critics have spoken. Is that not patting yourself on the back? Huh? Is that not patting yourself on the back? Am I missing something? Am I missing something? Let's continue. WWE 2K26 cannot be praised enough. High praise from across the board. Is that not patting yourself on the back? Is that not patting yourself on the back? Is that not patting yourself on the back? Am I missing something? Why you gotta lie, bro? I see right through you. I see right through you, bro. Why you gotta lie? Talking about some arrogance is the enemy of continued success. Get the fuck out my face with that bullshit, dude. Talking about some, oh, we're not in it for. Stop it, bro. Let's continue, because it keeps on going. Critics are loving what they're playing. Loads of fun to play. And mind you, this was on March 11th when nobody was fucking with this game. When this game was in the worst state possible. And you gotta put up this post and say critics are loving what they're playing? What?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Your game was literally destroyed across the board on March 11th. As you can see right here. They said, who are these critics? So yeah, but we're no. We're not done. We're not done because this shit has layers, I'm telling you. This is why y'all gotta subscribe to Unsanctioned TV because we're gonna find more. We're gonna find more. Let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue. We're not done. We're not done, bro. We're not done. We're not done, bro. We're not done. We can go all the way back. We can go all the way back to WWE 2K23. Yeah, I told you, Unsanctioned TV, we keep this shit real, bro. WWE 2K23. Join us in celebrating over 250 million epic matches played. One match leading to one epic journey. What was your favorite match thus far? And they got the number up here. Let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue. You better hope I don't find this shit, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. Okay, yep, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Yep, I found another one. WWE 2K24. We have the best fans in the community. You've booked 21.4 million shows and endless storylines. Like, what? What? You talk over and over and over and over and over again about, oh, let's go again. Let's go again. Let's go again. One of the best gameplay systems in the franchise. The best looking wrestling game today. Is this not patting yourself on the back? Is this not patting yourself on the back? You cannot fool me, bro. You cannot fool me. Like, what are you talking about? Let's continue, because these posts are everywhere. These posts are everywhere, bro. These posts are everywhere. Here we go again. Here we go again. 2.7 million War Games matches played. I could do this shit in my sleep, bro. I could do this in my sleep, bro. Here we go again. 4 million War Games matches played. Is this not patting yourself on the back? Is this not patting yourself on the back? Is it? Is it not? I'll wait. I'll wait. Is that not patting yourself on the back? I just found you multiple examples of you patting yourself on the back. Multiple examples. I just found multiple examples of you patting yourself on the back. But you want to sit here and say that you're not in it for that. All right, bro. Let's go again. Let's go again. Let's go again. Because, I told you, I could do this shit in my sleep. The critics have spoken. WWE 2K23 is the highest rated sports simulator of the year. Is that not patting yourself on the back? Is that not patting yourself on the back? Any more lies? Let's continue. 2K25. This was just last year, bro. This was just last year. WWE 2K25 is the highest rated Xbox title in WWE 2K history. Is this not patting yourself on the back? Am I missing something, bro? Am I missing something? Is this not patting yourself on the back? Is this not patting yourself on the back? But let's continue because it does not stop here. Let's go ahead and let's show you what transpired yesterday, or should I say today, whatever. So 2K, what they decided to do is they decided to put the CEO of Take-Two Interactive, the guy who you see doing the interview, the guy in the report, in the article, the guy that literally just said, and I quote, "We're never in the business of patting ourselves on the back. We believe that arrogance is the enemy of continued success." This motherfucker literally just put himself in WWE 2K26. This is why I say I don't trust y'all and I cannot take what y'all say seriously. You're full of shit, bro. Strauss Zelnick is officially in WWE 2K26. I give up, bro. I give up. This is no longer a wrestling game. This is no longer a wrestling game. I give up, bro. I give up. I give up. I give up. As you can see right here, I'm not gonna play that because he has. Look at that. That's him right there. So he has his own referee model, and he has his own playable superstar model. Look at that. Look at that. And look at his trons. Look at his trons. Look at his trons. Look what they say. Look what they say. Look what they say. They say the program. They say the program. Do y'all not realize how stupid he's making us look right now? The program. Do y'all not realize how stupid he's making us look right now? He is playing in our faces and y'all just eating this shit up. Oh, well, I don't really mind it. Oh, well, it's not that bad. Oh, well, to be honest, it doesn't really bother me. What? The CEO of Take Two Interactive, who has not competed in a single wrestling match in his life, who has no connections to the WWE or any wrestling promotion outside of owning Take Two Interactive and being in charge of the 2K franchise. He literally got a roster spot. And this doesn't bother you? This doesn't bother you. You're fine with this. You're cool with this. This doesn't bother you not one bit. Not one bit. You're cool with this. This is just normal, right? This just happens every year, right? This is just normal. This happened in SmackDown versus Raw, right? This happened in Here Comes the Pain, right? This happened in Day of Reckoning, right? Right? It happened, right? This shit has never happened until now. This shit is a joke. But y'all want to sit here and y'all want to get mad at us and call us haters for calling this shit out. Let me repeat that. The CEO of Take-Two Interactive has inserted himself into WWE 2K26. Not only that, includes a new entrance animation. So he has his own exclusive entrance animation. And his theme song is My Way by Frank Sinatra. And guess what? The best part is, no, you cannot use the song as it's exclusive to him. So not only did he add himself to the game, but you can't even use his theme song. You can't even use his theme song. I believe you can't even edit him either. Now you tell me, who asked for this? Who woke up one morning and said, "Oh my God, I want Strauss Zelnick in my WWE game. He's my best friend. Oh my God, I would love this." Who the fuck asked to have Strauss Zelnick in a WWE game? Because I know I didn't. Did you? I know I didn't. Who asked for this? If you call yourself a diehard WWE gamer or a diehard WWE fan and you're saying you're cool with this, I can't take you seriously, bro. I can't take you seriously. You would joke. I can't take you seriously. If you're looking at this right now and this does not bother you at all, I can't take you seriously, bro. I can't. Because what's happening right now is, first we were transitioning from a wrestling game into a fighting game. Now we're transitioning from a wrestling/fighting game into just a game. We don't even have any identity anymore. When you take the time to add a CEO to this shit, Hey, that's it. Just cough it up. Just pack it up already. It's over with, bro. It's over with. It's over with. The only reason why people are going to be actually using him is they're going to be using him to be a jobber in universe mode. That's the only way he's going to be used is to be a jobber in universe mode. They're going to make Roman Reigns spear him 11 times. He's going to catch 20 riptides. He's going to catch 57 Samoan spikes. That's the only way he's going to be used. Nobody wanted this shit. Nobody. But this is where we're at right now. And I told y'all what's about to happen. I kept on telling y'all over and over and over again. Dating all the way back to that Borderlands crossover. Y'all were like, oh, well, it's only a one and done. Oh, well, I'm sure this is going to be it. Oh, well, we should be good all the way through to 2K27. I told y'all motherfuckers we're going to get some other dumb shit. I told y'all. But y'all insisted, oh, no, you're just hating, bro. You have no idea what you're talking about. Really? Then what is this? And it's not going to stop here. It's going to continue. So get ready for more stupid ass collabs. Get ready. This is crazy, bro. But let's continue. And I think that title could be double or triple the size that it is as long as we delight customers and as long as we give them something new and not expected that's consistent with the brand that they love. That's our job. So let me get this straight. You said as long as we delight consumers and as long as we give them something new and not expected. Okay. Well, we've been asking for the game to be more wrestling oriented. That has yet to happen. We've been asking for you to be less greedy. That has yet to happen. We've been asking you to, settle the fuck down and hone in on the core gameplay. That has yet to happen. Delight consumers. Give us something new, something fresh. The only new things we're getting is shit that nobody asked for. Straws Zonic, nobody asked for you, buddy. Nobody asked for you. The ringside pass, did anybody ask for that? Nobody asked for that. Once again, being hypocritical all the way through. Man, you're doing a great job at that. That's our job. The question will be, how can visual concepts change the game to get WWE to the level Zelnick clearly believes it could be hitting? Monetization has been a thorny subject for players recently, and 2K recently had to change the way the ringside pass works in WWE 2K26 following widespread criticism from the community. Ever since the new Battle Pass system was revealed for this year's 2K wrestling release, players had expressed concerns over how it would replace the traditional 6 DLC packs that they'd come to expect. The crux of the issue being that it would now take dozens of hours of play to unlock members of the roster by completing all 40 tiers of the pass, rather than the instant unlocks that DLC packs used to grant. This meant that even when paying for the premium tiers of the ringside pass, fans would have to sink more hours into their busy schedules than anticipated, just to receive the wrestling icons they'd already purchased. Yeah. You decided to randomly implement a ringside pass that basically made it more difficult for the consumers to access the superstars that were already on the base roster or available in Showcase. You put them behind a battle pass system and made it tedious. When people kept on telling you, giving you hints back to back to back that they were not a fan of this, but you decided to go through with it anyways, because what you were focused on is how many tier skips can you sell? And then what happened? It immediately backfired on you. It got so bad to where you had to completely rework the system and give us 20 free tier skips at the beginning of every season pass. But the reality is, it's too late for that. Some people were going to care. Some people were going to come back. But for the most part, nobody gives a fuck. Because it's all about a first impression. If you fail at that first impression, nothing else matters after that. And in March of 2026, when this game first dropped, you failed at that first impression. Because you got to realize, this is a WWE game. This is a WWE game. All right? Watching the actual product is different from playing the video game. When it comes to these video games have a very, 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 very short life. And they have little to no replay value. So, if you cannot nail the first impression, you already lost. Now, granted, yeah, you're going to get some people that come back. You're going to get some people that spend money on my faction, some people that spend money on the island. Yeah, you're going to get some people that they just think that your game is the best game ever, and they're going to keep on playing. But if you look at it as a whole, most of the people checked out in March because you couldn't get your shit together. And now all you're doing right now is just piggybacking, and you're in panic mode trying to get shit straightened out. You're in panic mode right now. And you're just freestyling this shit. Pretty much you've just given up. I mean, the fact that you added straw zoning, that tells me everything I need to know. You gave up, bro. Point blank, you gave up. I don't care what you do from this point on. I'm not moved, bro. You gave up. The fact that 2K27 got announced as quick as it did, come on now, bro. You gave up. The fact that a good chunk of the staff got fired last month, I mean, yo, this game is cooked. Let's go ahead and finish it up. But from Season 2 onward, all 4 characters in the premium track of the pass are unlocked immediately in Tier 1. Meanwhile, the amount of XP needed to progress through each tier was reduced from 800 to 625, a number 2K says wouldn't be increased again. Each ringside pass costs $10 per season, with an annual pass available for $50. All eyes will be on 2K27 then to see what improvements visual concepts come up with that might expand the audience for the game. I'm going to just keep it real. You're going to lose a good chunk of the audience. You're not going to have that same audience. You might make the same amount of money, but when it comes to the actual amount of players that are playing your game, you're not going to have that same audience. You're losing more and more and more and more people every single year because you're so focused on greed. And until you branch away from that and focus on fun, nothing is going to change. So let's go ahead and let's have a look at Season 3, shall we? Let's have a look at Season 3, shall we? Let's have a look at Season 3. WWE 2K26 Season 3. So, here we go. Season 3. We have Matt Cardona. We have La Parca. We have Tori Wilson. I still love you, girl. Brian Pillman. We have Kane 01. And we have Rey Mysterio Jr. 01. Now, while this is cool and some of this is cool, there's still some things wrong with this Kane model. And when it comes to the Rey Mysterio, booyaka booyaka 619. When it comes to the Mysterio, you basically they basically went against the grain and they made it as inaccurate as possible. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna have a look at how Rey Mysterio actually looked in Filthy Animals. My bad, y'all. We had a little bit of a hiccup. You know how it goes, bro. You know how it goes. Every single time we talk about some real shit. Every single time when we're not, playing the game and devoting our time to this shitty ass product WWE 2K. Whenever we have one of these real live streams where we go in depth and peel back the curtain, peel back the layers, what always happens? The live stream always drops frames and always crashes every single time. It never fails, bro. Y'all know it's true. Every single time this shit happens. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take a look at how Rey Mysterio looked back in the day with Filthy Animals. So let's go ahead and have a look. Let's go ahead and have a look. These are a few pictures right here. A few pictures right here. These are a few pictures right here. We got a few pictures right here. Now you look at this. You look at all of this. You look at all of this. You look at all of this. All right? You look at all of this. Look at this face right here. Look at this face right here. You look at all of this and you look at this. Now tell me how the fuck this is accurate. Look at this right here. Look at this right here. Now look at this. You talk about, oh, we're trying to be accurate as possible. We're trying to pay attention to detail. Oh, but we can't unmask him. We can't unmask him. We can't do that. Well, if you can't unmask him, then why the fuck did you plan this shit anyways? If you're not going to go all in, then why did you plan this anyways? Just pivot to something else. Just pivot to something else. If you're not going to go all in, if you're not going to bring the big guns, then just pivot to something else. I don't like when you half-ass shit, 2K. If you're not going to go all in, then pivot to something else. Because this is a simulation WWE game. Your goal, your objective, your task, what you are supposed to do is mimic what the consumer, what the fan, what the user, whatever you want to call it, what they see on their television sets every single week. That is your job. What you said was that you could not unmask him. So what you should have done is you should have said, all right, you know what? We're going to go ahead and pivot to something else. We're going to scrap this and pivot to something else. And maybe we'll return to this. Maybe we'll return to this at a later date when we can get clearance. Because it's not a secret, bro. We've seen Rey Mysterio unmasked numerous times. It's not a secret, bro. It's not a secret. We've seen this shit. It was a shocker back then when I was a kid. Yeah, but I'm a grown ass man now. It's not a shocker anymore, bro. It's not a shocker anymore. So what's the issue? I don't know if it's his estate, if he made the call. I don't know if it Take Two made the call. I don't know if WWE, if Triple H, if Ari Emanuel. I don't know if Nick Khan made the call. I don't know. But if you're not going to go all in, then why would you go through with this shit? Not only that, but let's go ahead and have a look at what this is based off of, okay? So, look at this. 2K uses overalls frequently used in 1999. They added an elbow pad, as you can see right here. Ray does not have an elbow pad, as you can see. The gloves are inaccurate, as you can see. Look at the gloves. They got, some black in there. They got some blue in there. As you can see, these gloves are full black, matte black. There's no horns, as you can see. There's no horns. No necklace. Nothing. And the mask is based on the one that Chavo took from a fan in the crowd to mock Ray during a match, as you can see right here. Here's a closer look at the mask that they're basing it off of. Here's the mask they're basing it off of. Look at this mask and look at this mask. Can you do anything right, bro? Can you do anything right, bro? But let's continue. Of course, we got the new moves. We got the diving swanton 450. Shout out to that boy Leon Slater. That's my guy right there. Hopefully he'll be in 27. So we got Leon Slater's move, the diving swanton 450. We got some new shit added to the island that you could purchase. Some NWO shorts. And we got an NWO for life hockey jersey. Oh, never mind. Premium track. But yeah. We got these two things added. We got La Parca. And we got the LWO mask. We also have Tyrese Halliburton. We have Tyrese Halliburton returning to the WWE Games franchise. Once again, more recycled content. We have Mutiny Asuka. Returning. Once again, recycled. We have 2022 Solo Sikoa. We have a 4-year-old Solo Sikoa. Once again, recycled content. And we have 2003 Brock Lesnar. Now, if you ask me, what am I interested in out of this whole entire season? I would say the Brock Lesnar 03, the Brian Pillman, the Matt Cardona, the Kano one, and obviously Tori. But outside of that, And just because I'm interested in it, that doesn't mean that I'm going to get back into this game and play it for a long period of time. So yeah, we have a bunch of recycled content returning. And this is what I mean. When you first introduced the ringside pass, you gave fans the impression that this was going to be a way to access brand new content, never before seen content. But what I'm getting is you're using this to access a bunch of recycled content. Not only that, but you're using my faction to access recycled content too. And this recycled content dates all the way back to 2K22, 2K23. Yeah, this is some pretty old ass content. Some of the content is easy to access. Some of the content is not easy to access. But either way, at the end of the day, it's recycled. In my opinion, some of the things I would have loved to have in the ringside pass, like the 2002, the 2010 Drew McIntyre with Broken Dreams, that should have been in the ringside pass. Absolutely. Um, The 0-1 Brock, that should have been on the ringside pass. The Attitude Era Triple H, that should have been on the ringside pass. The Eddie Guerrero with the frosted tips, that should have been the ringside pass. But yet, we're left with just recycled content. And it's just laughable at this point. This is what I mean, bro. You're trying so hard to be like Fortnite, but you're failing. You're failing, 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 failing. You got to realize you're 2K, your visual concepts. You don't get that same leeway as Fortnite. You don't get that same wiggle room as Fortnite. You don't get that, bro. You saw what they're doing over there and you decided, they're making a killing over there. Let's do that same shit over here in WWE 2K. And you did just that. But the thing is, when it comes to Fortnite, they're giving you all new content. Every single pass, they're giving you all new content. They're doing the craziest crossovers. Fan favorites, what the people want. But when it comes to the ringside pass, we're getting recycled content from 3 to 4 years ago. We're getting stupid ass taunts like the 6-7 taunt. Nobody asked for that. We're getting wallpapers or banners or whatever we want to call them. Like what? We're getting faction wars tickets. What?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Faction wars tickets? Don't make me laugh, bro. Faction wars tickets. So basically what you're doing is you're just bloating this ringside pass. You're just filling up this ringside pass with random shit just to say that you're giving us content. You're just filling it up with anything you want just to say that you're giving us content. It doesn't matter if it's new. It doesn't matter if it's old. This shit could be from 5 years ago. Oh, at least it's content. Really? We don't want nothing new. We don't want nothing fresh. We don't want anything that we haven't seen in ages. Like, for instance, Matt Cardona. How many of y'all would love to have a Zack Ryder persona card in the ringside pass later on down the line? Because that would have been cool. That would have been really cool if they had a Zack Ryder persona card in the ringside pass to go along with the DLC. That would have been a surprise. Like, imagine booting this shit up and getting the song on the jukebox and everything again. Oh, radio, tell me everything you know. Like, can you imagine that? Now, I'm not ruling it out because I do believe that we probably will get a Zack Ryder persona card, but here's what's gonna happen. 2K's gonna do what they always do, and they're gonna put it behind my faction. And they're gonna make it cost an arm and a leg. And this is what I'm talking about. If you're not spending actual money or grinding your life away, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. These are the individuals that are gonna benefit the most when it comes to accessing persona cards. You know, it's like about Brian Pillman. If they would have added like a flying Brian, hey, maybe an alternate Rey Mysterio Jr. attire, maybe. And the fact that we're still getting these NBA players, that just goes to show your head is not in the game, bro. You still lost in the sauce. WWE 2K, our franchise, is literally nothing more than a stepping stone. It's nothing more than a launching pad for other games. Nothing more. It's nothing more than a launching pad for other games. And I don't want to hear no shit like, oh, well, do you remember that Roman Reigns was in Madden? Roman Reigns played football, though. Roman Reigns played football though. He played at Georgia Tech. Yes, Roman Reigns played football. If y'all didn't know that, Roman Reigns played football. So I'm not mad at him being in Madden. I'm not mad at that. We're talking about Tyrese Halliburton being in WWE 2K. Has he even had a single match? Like, do y'all not see what's going on? We are literally being used as a stepping stone. We are being used as a launching pad to promote every other game. They're trying so hard to use us as a marketing device for NBA 2K, and they've been doing this shit. Cause y'all remember when they had, I believe it was NBA 2K25. They literally had pre-order NBA 2K25 in the WWE 2K24 menu, I believe. Y'all remember that, right? Not only that, but you got the Borderlands crossover. Y'all remember that? And then we had that NBA pack with Jalen Brunson, Tyrese Halliburton, and Shaq. Not only that, but y'all remember that Pat McAfee pack? We're literally a joke and we're being used as a stepping stone and nothing more. You want to talk about that you want to dedicate this game to the fans. You want to talk about that you want to do what you got to do to please the fans. Well, this is not pleasing the fans. This is fulfilling your fantasies. This is doing what the fuck you want to do at the end of the day. This is what you want to do. This is not what the fans asked for. This is what you want to do. Because even though Tyrese Halliburton is one of the best NBA players right now, and he is 100% one of my favorite NBA players to watch on a weekly basis, I could care less about him being in a WWE game. I don't wake up saying, oh man, I cannot wait to have Tyrese Halliburton and Jalen Brunson and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in my WWE game. Like, what?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Like, get out of here with that, bro. Like, let's be serious, bro. This McMahon, it's such good shit. Head buster, facts. It's such good shit. What up, light skin? Hopefully TNA makes it to the game. I'm sorry, Jared, but that shit ain't happening, buddy. That shit ain't happening, buddy. I know how bad you want a TNA game, Jared, but I'm sorry. It ain't never happening again. You're getting a TNA crossover game, probably, like how they did SmackDown versus Raw featuring ECW or SmackDown Raw and NXT. You're getting one of those, maybe. But there will never be another TNA standalone game again. It's never happening, bro. It's never happening. I'm sorry, bro, but it's not happening. I'm happy I did not buy this game. Alexander Jackson, facts. Facts. You made the right decision. But yeah, let's continue. Shall we? Let's continue. We're going to go ahead and we're going to look at some things that are broken on 2K26. Let's have a look. Hey WWE Games, at 2K. In the Bloodline rules match, the Bloodline run-in payback doesn't work with custom alternate attires. It shows as a quick before the match in the menu screen, but disappears when the match starts. So let's have a look. Yo, slow the fuck down. God damn, you clicking these buttons fast as shit, dude. You good? That's how you know he angry, bruh. That's how you know he's angry. He is pissed off at y'all. Do I have this shit bro, I don't even have this sped up. I'm at normal speed. I'm at normal speed, 1x, and he's bro. Yo, y'all got, y'all got him heated. Look how fast he's pressing these goddamn buttons. Look at this shit. Oh my goodness, y'all got him heated, boy. I'm so sick of this shit. Y'all got him heated, boy. Anyways, let's continue. So, if you look at this right here, this is the Bloodline payback right here. This is the Bloodline payback, right? Now we're going to fast forward.
This is it. This Bloodline rules match starts now. Any barbaric act or imaginative strategy.
Now you see what he's doing. He's switching his paybacks, right? Trying to get ready. He's switching his paybacks, right?
Now legal. Also, anyone can decide to come stick.
But then you actually look at the paybacks and look at what he has. He has resiliency as his first payback, and he has rage as his second payback. So basically what this broken ass game did is it switched his payback. It switched his payback from the bloodline payback to rage. This game has a mind of its own, bro. So now he has to quit the match and redo the match, or he's going to simply not be able to play it at all. And this is what I mean. Glitched paybacks has been in the game for quite some time. Me and my boy, when we run 2v2s, what we like to do is we like to pick super heavyweights sometimes just to fuck around. And what happens a lot of the time is we equipped resiliency, right? And we're not able to use our resiliency because that shit is bugged. Sometimes it shows that it's there, but it's grayed out. We can't use it. Or sometimes, like what happens in this video, it's there. I mean, no. It's just not there at all. And it's a brand new payback. Like, if you saw that I switched to resiliency, why the fuck do I have fireball? And this is what I'm talking about. This game is broken as fuck. But let's continue. We're not done yet. Let's continue. Let's go ahead and look at this clip. This is why I'm sick of this game already. 2K26 at its best. I guess Lyra, the Ref, and Nikita are Ghost. Let's go ahead and have a look. As you can see, Lyra Valkyria is sunken in the middle of the ring. What is this, bro? Lyra Valkyria is literally stuck in the middle of the ring. And then here we got Nikita on the apron, right? We got Nikita walking. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. There goes my baby. Oh, girl, look at you. You don't know how good it. Where are you going? Where is she going? Where did she go? Where did she go? Where did she go? It's like she's getting snatched by some creature in the underworld. Where did she go? What the hell is going on, 2K? Huh? What's going on? And then she just comes out of the other end. And she just spawns right here. What the fuck is this? And then we got Lyra Valkyria over here looking like she's jumping some damn hurdles at the Olympics. Look at the way her leg is contorting. What the hell is going on? Fly like a bird. What is going on with Lyra Valkyria's legs? Are you trying? Are you trying to make a new Jordan logo? Is this a tribute to the Chicago icon, Michael Jordan? Look at the way her legs are shaped. Is this a new Jordan logo? Jump man, damn boys up to something. What am I looking at, yo? Then we got Nikita, confused as hell, like, where did I just go? Huh? What just happened? And now she's grabbing air. We got Lyra Valkyria walking in the middle of the ring once again. And then look at this. We got the ref over here. Look at this. And then she just disappears. What the fuck is going on? What is going on, bro? What is going on? And then Nikita disappears again. Where did she go? And then she spawns right back here. Yo. But this is your... What? $160 game? Oh my goodness, yo. But we're not even done. It gets even funnier, bro. It gets even funnier, bro. Let's have a look. It gets even funnier. It gets even funnier. But people will look at this and they'll say, oh, well, maybe it's your custom arena. Oh, did you check your arena? That could be the case. Maybe you should try it. Bro, I do not want to hear that shit, Joe. Stop making excuses for this multi-billion-dollar corporation. I'm not trying to hear that shit. I'm not trying to hear that shit. Oh, well, you're playing a custom arena. What do you expect? I'm not trying to hear that shit. If I want to play in a custom arena, then that's my choice. If I want to play in a default arena, that's my choice. Why the fuck does a custom arena dictate how bad my game glitches out? Do you know how stupid that sounds? Do you know how stupid that sounds? So because I have a custom arena, my game is going to be more prone to glitch out? Do you know how stupid that sounds? No. If I want to play on a custom arena, that's my choice. That's my choice. I paid good money for this shit. I'm not trying to hear the excuses. I'm not trying to hear that, bro. Hell nah, because when you make excuses like that, you're giving them more room to fuck you over. I'm not trying to hear that, bro. This is inexcusable. But let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue. We got the last and final clip. Is anybody else's tag team finishers glitched? Y'all check this out. Check this out, bro. Check this out. We have a match with Michin, B-Fab, Thea Hill, and JC Jane. All right? I want y'all to look at this. I want y'all to look at this. What the fuck? Whoa, 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 whoa. I can't win this game, bro. I can't win this game, bro. I can't win this game, bro. You got Michin with the 2K14 T-pose. You got B-Fab with the 2K14 T-pose. And then you got JC Jane over here looking like she's having an out-of-body experience. I'm gonna fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let that spirit carry me. What the fuck am I looking at, bro? Come on, like, y'all defending this, bro? Y'all defending this, bro? This is what you're defending? Bro, you're defending this? This is what you call a great wrestling game? Man, kiss my ass, bro. Oh my goodness, bro.
Opponent defenseless and now lifted in a gory special full of bite.
And then she just falls down out of the sky.
There's the tap.
I can't, bro. So let's see what's going on. It says, is anybody else's tag team finisher glitched? So then Cornell replies. Cornell says, hey, what tag finisher is triggering this? And they responded, they say, all of them. Some of them work in exhibition, but in universe mode, they're all bugged. Oh my goodness, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. And this is how you know that nobody in that building tests the game. This is how you know that nobody in this building actually plays this game. Because when you have to constantly go around people's comment sections and ask, oh, how did that happen? Oh, what triggered this? Oh, can you tell me exactly what initiated this? When you gotta go around and ask all these questions, that just goes to show that nobody in that building plays this game. That just goes to show right there. And this is why we always say that you need some gameplay guys in this building, bro. You need somebody who's willing to dedicate numerous hours into this game. You need somebody who actually has a massive connection to wrestling. They live and breathe this shit, and they want these games to be in the best state possible. That's what you need right now. Because what I've been seeing these past few years, especially with 26, this just goes to show nobody plays these games and nobody has been playing these games back in the day. Because you got all these dumbass bugs and glitches. Whenever there's ways to, help prevent some things, you patch that so you can make it even worse. Like the combos, the broken ass combos. You implement a random purple stamina bar that nobody asked for. You're just in this shit for yourself, bro. You need more gameplay guys in the building. You need more gameplay guys in the building, bro. You can get mad all you want and be like, "Oh, Unsanctioned TV is mean. Unsanctioned TV." Shut your ass up, bro. You could get mad at us all you want, but at the end of the day, the amount of hours that we put into this shit, actually going up against cheese players, the amount of glitches and bugs that we see on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, we'll be able to give you 10 times the feedback than an average player would. So for you not being able to put your feelings aside, for you to want to sit here and be butthurt, and you want to get mad at even the thought of us being in the same vicinity as the people that work on this game, that just goes to show that you don't really care about the evolution of these games. How are you mad that a gameplay guy wants these games to be better? Meanwhile, you're so focused on, Roman Reigns, he's missing his 2000th hair particle. Oh, Roman Reigns' boots aren't tied all the way. Oh, her pupil is kind of swaying to the right. Oh, her skirt is about 100 centimeters longer than it should be. Meanwhile, we're on here giving you pinpoint directions on how to fix this game, giving you key things that'll take this game to the next level, showing you live on the air how broken this game is every single fucking time. And you're saying that we're not being informative? Don't make me laugh, bro. Don't make me laugh. This game is in desperate need of a new engine, bro. There's no there's no there's no secret why people are going back and they're playing all the older games. There's no secret. Because if you actually enjoyed 2K26, you would be on this game every single day, every single hour. But the fact that there's more and more and more people going back and playing the PS2 games, the GameCube games, the N64 games, the PS3 games, even the OG Xbox games, the fact that we see more and more people going back and getting emulators and all this shit, that just goes to show that you failed. Because if it's 2026 and you cannot get me to stay on your game, you cannot get me to have a true connection with your game, you failed. I'm not necessarily worried about how the game looks. I'm worried about how the game feels. Because I could care less if this game was running in 4K, 120 frames per second. If the core gameplay is dog shit, then this game is not going to survive. And that's just what's happening right now. Because you go look at older WWE games, they were more fluid. They were more fast-paced. They were more snappy. They were more responsive. Finishers felt like finishers. You were able to do more. You were able to create spots more easily. You had more freedom. You were able to create some insane spots like it was nothing. But you look at these newer games and you can't even do something simple like do a damn swanton bomb through a table. You can't even do something simple like do a finisher off of an elimination chamber pod. Bro, it took them 4 years. It took them 4 years to even be able to stack tables again. But you want to sit here and you say that we're in the best position possible to succeed? You want to sit here and act like this is as good as it gets for WWE games? Are you kidding me?
Are you fucking kidding me?
We are light years behind the PS2 generation. We don't even have half of what we had back in the day. The fact that y'all are satisfied with bare minimum, that just goes to show that this is easy pickings. This is easy work. They don't have to do anything else because you're satisfied with the bare minimum. Oh, well, as long as I get. You keep on bragging and boasting about the tiniest shit. Oh, well, we got this. I'm happy. What? You spent $160. It's okay to want more. It's okay to want more. It's okay to want better. It doesn't matter how good a game is. There's always room for improvement. We really got people out here. We really have people out here saying, "Oh, well, what more do you want? What more can you possibly ask for?" There's a lot I could ask for. If I sit here and do a full breakdown of everything I want, this would be the longest live stream of all time in all of YouTube. There's a lot I could ask for. There's a lot that I actually want. But I just don't think this team is capable of doing that shit. And that's just my personal opinion. Because the head of the board, Strauss Zelnick, he's not focused on the longevity of this franchise. He's focused on how bigger his pockets can get, regardless of how bad the game is. That's all he cares about. It doesn't matter if we have fun. That's the least of their concerns. We really have people out here thinking that 2K gives a fuck about them. You're sadly mistaken, buddy. Do you really honestly think that this multi-billion-dollar corporation gives a fuck about you? They wipe their ass with your $100, bro. They don't care about you. So to sit here and get mad at somebody else for wanting the game to be better, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. Don't ever think you're asking for too much. Don't ever think you're asking for too much. You're never asking for too much, ever. Ever. Don't ever think that. Don't ever set your standards low. Ever. But we're not done yet. We're not done yet. We're not done yet, bro. Look at this shit. This is the final nail in the coffin, all right? This is the final nail in the coffin. If you're wondering why Universe Mode is still fucked, if you're wondering why Online is still fucked, if you're wondering why the Creation Suite is still fucked, here's your answer right here. So, we're going to go ahead and have a look. We told y'all time and time again, the only game modes they care about are My Faction and the Island. There's a reason why My Faction gets all the updates. There's a reason why My Faction gets updated every fucking week. There's a reason. Because that's the game mode that makes them a lot of money. They don't give a fuck about Online. They don't give a fuck about the Creation Suite. They don't give a fuck about Creating Arena. They don't care about that. So we're going to go ahead and have a look. 2K, they had an error on June 1st. GameVolt says, so how do you get Soul Ruka if you need the reward to play the event? Right? So basically 2K fucked up and they put the same live events reward as the same requirement. So they're basically saying in order to get this card, you have to play as this card and win a match. How do you manage to fuck up like that? Huh? How do you manage to fuck up like that? I need to have this card to get this card? Well, if I already have this card, I wouldn't be playing this dumbass match, would I? No, I wouldn't. But that's 2K for you. They don't think. So then, I want you to pay attention to these timestamps, all right, WGC? I want you to pay attention to these timestamps, okay? June 1st, 5:26 p.m. Pay attention. Follow me. Pay attention. 5:26, June 1st. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to this post right here. It says, the Soul Ruka Superstar of the Month event has been fixed and is now playable. Momentum Soul Ruka is required to start the chain of events. So now they fixed it, and you need Momentum Soul Ruka in order to get the 84 overall Ruby Soul Ruka. They fixed it. But the key thing here is the timestamps. So right here, it got reported as broken at 5:26 p.m. And literally in no time, at 7:45 p.m., it got fixed. That's all you need to see right there. You don't need to see anything else. Did you see how fast they fixed that shit? 5:26 p.m., it got reported as broken. And 7:45 p.m., it got reported as fixed. Now, if you want to know why your game mode is not getting any love, any respect, why your game mode is in the shitter right now, this is why. This is why. This is probably the quickest I've ever seen something get patched in WWE 2K. This is the quickest I've ever seen something get patched in WWE 2K, ever. All right? I've never seen something get patched this quick, ever. Ever. I've never seen something get patched this fast. So you're telling me you can fix this within 2 hours, but online has been broken since March? Okay. So yeah, if you're wondering why your game mode is still in the shitter, this is why. This is why. Now we're going to go ahead and look at the patch notes. What do we have? We got stability and performance improvements. We got the island. I told y'all, look at all these patch notes for the island. Look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look. Look at all these patch notes for the island. Look at all these patch notes for my faction. Look at that shit. Universe got a little something something. And then we got audio. But that's about it. Nothing for online. Nothing for online. So we have no patch notes for patch 1.12, right? Online has no patch notes for patch 1.11, right? And online has no patch notes for patch 1.10. So basically, online has had 0 patch notes for the past 3 patches. Yeah. Yeah. If you want to know what they really think about you online players, here we are. That's how they feel about you. Yeah. That's where we're at right now. And this is why this shit will always and forever be a joke. People want to label this as a fighting game and everything. Okay. Let me pick your brain right quick. Let me pick your brain right quick. If WWE 2K26 is categorized as a fighting game in your eyes, then why has it never been featured at EVO? Let me repeat that. If WWE 2K26 is a fighting game, how come there's not been one WWE 2K title that has been featured at EVO? How come? How come? Oh, that's right. Because the core gameplay is terrible. Because you look at games like Street Fighter, you look at games like Tekken, you look at games like Mortal Kombat. Yeah, there's cheese in the game, but when you're looking at people that play the game like Sonic Fox, he's a fucking beast out there. Shout out to my boy Sonic Fox. When you look at guys like Sonic Fox play the game on the world stage and whoop everybody's ass, when you look at games like that, those games have a balance on offense and have a balance on defense. WWE 2K26 is literally predicated strictly towards offensive players. You cannot host a fighting game tournament if you are literally just an offensive fighting game. Clear as day. You see, back in the day, wrestling games actually had purpose. They actually had an identity. They actually meant something. And I'm not talking about just to us. I'm talking about worldwide, globally. Even people that weren't really particularly fans of wrestling games, a lot of people have fond memories of purchasing SmackDown versus Raw 2006, 2007, Here Comes the Pain, or the games of that nature. There's a reason why none of these 2K games come up in the discussions of the greatest wrestling games of all time. It's always a PS2 game. There's a reason. There's a reason. Until you actually get up in the lab and you fix this shit, you're never going to truly see success with this game. The animations are terrible. I said the amagay. What am I talking about? The animations are terrible. The animations are sluggish. The animations are rugged. It feels like you're wrestling in quicksand. This game is soulless and has no identity. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just boot up a game right quick for y'all. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to boot up Here Comes the Pain for y'all right quick. All right? And I want y'all to just look at the comparisons between the two games. Okay? We're going to start off with WWE 2K26. And then we're going to go to Here Comes the Pain. We might even jump into SmackDown versus Raw too. Because I just want to show y'all like how much these games have fallen and how these games don't mean anything anymore. And it's truly sad. It's truly sad. It really is. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a look at WWE 2K26 gameplay, right? Let's have a look. WWE 2K26 gameplay. All right. Let's have a look.
Of all time. The man they call...
Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. We got this stupid ass chain wrestling system, right? Nothing happens naturally. Everything is a mini game, right? It's not even a good mini game at that. All it is just the 2K19 mini game with an extra layer on it. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's wrestle. Let's go ahead. Look at how slow this shit looks. Look at how boring this shit looks. Look at how you have to grab to do every fucking move. Look. Look. You got that damn dodging mechanic. You got this stupid ass shading blower system. Like, bro. Look at how they pause in the middle of it. They're like, oh, right here, man. Punch me, man. Right here. Come on, man. Give it your best shot. So let's skip past this. Right? Let's continue. Of course, you gotta grab again. Like, come on, bro. Like, everybody has Kip Up. Everybody has Possum, of course. Gotta grab again for every single move. It's like, really? Like, this is fun to y'all, bruh? This is fun to y'all, bruh? This is fun to y'all, bruh. This is peak WWE gaming to y'all. This is peak WWE gaming to y'all, right? Right? Alright, so that's WWE 2K26. Now, what we're about to do is we're about to go to the emulator and we're going to have a look at the older games, right? Let's go ahead and let's jump into SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. Let's go ahead. We're going to go ahead and jump into SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. Let's go ahead. There's a huge difference. There's levels to this shit, bro. There is levels to this shit, bro. There are levels to this shit, bro. Here comes the pain. Let's go ahead. That boy Kobe Park, that boy Kobe Reaction says, I will not be picking up 2K27. Hopefully it's the last game. Look at that intro. Look at that intro. Look at that crazy ass intro. Amazing intro to boot up the game. Makes you want to whoop somebody's ass off rip. Alright. We're going to go ahead. We're going to make sure. Put this back on SmackDown difficulty. Alright. Now. We're just going to show y'all what gameplay looked like back in the day. Alright. We're going to show y'all how fast, fluid, and responsive gameplay looked like back in the day. Let's go ahead and let's have a look. Shall we? So we're going to go to Exhibition. We're going to go to Hardcore, Single, All Computers. And we're going to have a match. We're going to have The Rock versus Stone Cold. And I don't want you to just pay attention to how responsive it looks, how responsive it is, how fast the game is. I want you to pay attention to the way the superstar is moving, their personality, their mannerisms. Superstars actually had identities in Here Comes the Pain. I want y'all to look at this, okay? I want y'all to look at this. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this timer off. Put it at fastest. Let's have a look. Let's sit back and have a look. This is SmackDown Here Comes the Pain, ladies and gentlemen. This is SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. Y'all have a look at this. Have a look at this. Have a look at this. Look at this. Off the back, off the muscle, off the strength. Cooking his shit already. Clean reversal animations. Look at that lockup. Look at that lockup. Reversal. Look at that rock bottom. Look at how explosive that rock bottom animation looks. Kick out at one. Throws him into the car. Get off of me. Reversal. Look at that reversal. Look at those animations. Look at those animations. Electricity unit. Electricity unit. Look at that shit. Bulldog. Reversal. Look at that lockup. Look at how impactful that shit is. Look at that. Look at that people's punch. Look at that people's punch animation. The Rock has never moved like that in a 2K game ever, bro. The Rock has never moved like that in a 2K game ever. Ever. Back to the electricity unit. Back to the electricity unit. This is what you call free roaming right here. People like to say 2K26 has free roaming. No, it doesn't. This is free roaming right here. Wait until they discover the modded version of Here Comes the Pain and modded version of Fight Forever. Oh yeah, I've been seeing that AEW mod forever shit. I've been seeing that. Look at 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 the way Austin stumps those mud holes. Look at that. Look at that animation. Look at that. Look at that people's punch again. Look at that. Superstars had identities back in the day. Superstars were true to themselves back in the day. Near fall. Look at that fucking clothesline. Like, are you kidding me? Look at that. Look at The Rock. Look at The Rock. He claps it up and he's like, you know what? Let me get up. Look at Stone Cold. Stomping a mud hole. One-to-one animations. One-to-one animations. Look at that combo. He shot a bird in the middle of that combo. That's Stone Cold right there. Throws him into the trash cans. I mean the barrels. Nice bulldog by Rocky. Like, come on now. Are you kidding me, bro? I dare somebody to say that 2K26. Look at this shit. Look at this, bruh. Are you kidding me? Grinding his face against the production truck. Look at that combo. Look at that combo. When I say I don't mind combos, this is what I'm talking about right here. I don't mind combos, but I want them to be fast. I want them to be fluid like this. Look at that. Boom. He picks him up. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that stunner animation. Look at the follow-up too. That's Stone Cold Steve Austin all day. Another near fall. What's the name of the emulator? The emulator is called PCSX2. All right. So you had a look at that, right? Now we're going to go back to 2K26. All right. Let's go back and let's look at 2K26, shall we? This is 2K26. This is 2K26. You tell me which game is more fun. You tell me which game looks more exciting. This is 2K26. We're going back to 2K26. You tell me which game is more exciting. Which game gets your blood flowing more? Which game? You tell me. Let me know in the comments. Which game? Look at this slow-ass gameplay. When has Rocky ever did that fucking taunt in his life? Like, what? Look at this shit. Unrealistic combos. Come on, Doug. You tell me which game is more fun, bruh. You tell me which game is more fun. Like, come on now, bro. You tell me which game looks more fun. All right. That's 2K26 again. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to, what's his name? We're going to go back to the emulator. And we're about to fire up SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. All right? We're about to fire up SVR 2007. First of all, let's go ahead and have a look at this badass soundtrack. Number one, right out the gate, the soundtrack gets you hype. Once again, 2K's lacking in that department too. The soundtrack is not the biggest thing, but they're lacking in that department heavy. We're gonna play a bit of just any song that. Let's just go ahead. Let's have a look. Do it nightmare. Come on now. No, 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 no. It's animal. Dun, 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 dun. Come on now. 2K26 ain't hitting on this shit, bro. Stop playing. So there's a soundtrack. Now we're going to go ahead and get into the gameplay once again. Let's go ahead and get into the gameplay. We're going to do another CPU versus CPU. We're going to do Triple H versus... Where's Kurt at? Where's Kurt at? We're going to do Triple H versus Kurt. All right. I'm going to go ahead and turn all this off. I mean, maybe we will turn that off. Yeah, well, let's make this. Yeah, make this a submission match. Yeah, let's do a submission match, shall we? Let's do a submission match. Just so y'all could see how cold Kurt Angle was back in the day and how ass Kurt is now in 2K games. Like, Kurt is a joke in 2K, bro. He really is a joke in 2K. They do him no justice. They give him shitty overalls. They don't want to, really hone in on his model. He had plenty of badass attires they could use. They be disrespecting the fuck out of Kurt, bro. They don't have no pullbacks to where you could put them in an ankle lock and pull them back to the center of the ring. They don't got none of that shit. So we're going to go ahead, go to the gameplay. Make sure this is on legend. Yep, momentum bar. We're going to put this on fastest. Stamina system, turn that shit off. All right. Now let's put it on normal. Let's put it on normal, yeah. Okay. Save options, save. Yep. I'm just keeping it real, bro. Like, y'all can get mad all y'all want. Y'all can get in y'all feelings all y'all want and cope as hard as y'all want to, but the reality is, like, 2K has lost the plot. If you really want to succeed, you gotta switch up this core gameplay, bro. You gotta fix this engine, because what you running on right now, that shit is garbage, bro. Alright, main events. Let's do a submission match. Let's do an ultimate submission match. We're gonna go 60 minutes. I'm not gonna watch the whole match, but I just want y'all to see how good this shit was back in the day. I just want y'all to see, bro. So we're gonna have Kurt right here fighting dirty. Triple H fight dirty. Alright, we're gonna have this on Raw. Look at this. We had moving graphics. We had moving graphics back in the day. Look how hard that shit was. We had moving graphics in the loading screens back in the day. Now a lot of the times, the fucking renders won't even load up. You can't. I don't even think you can even put renders on CAWs, can you? I don't even think you can do that. Basic ass loading screens too. I'd rather look at a superstar loading screen like this instead of look at a fat ass 2K logo every single time. I don't want to be afraid of letting go of someone like you. Another lie, another story. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this shit, bruh.
I wouldn't bet against it, King. I know what's on the schedule, and let me just say that these fans have hit the jackpot tonight, and it's been reversed.
Look at that.
What a reversal.
Look at that. You don't see no mini game, none of that shit. Straight grabs. Straight grabs, bruh.
It's gonna be an instant classic, and I think these fans are too stupid to realize.
Straight grabs. And you can punch in the middle of a lockup too. You can move your opponent around. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the fucking counters, bruh. Look at the counters.
He must have gotten up on the wrong side of somebody else's bed this morning.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely
Look at that. Natural reversals. Natural reversals. All natural reversals. Look at that.
to myself.
Look at that.
All the same to you, King.
Look at how explosive that German suplex was.
They've got something to say to these superstars.
And if they're smart, they'll listen. Remember, without these fans, these superstars are out of a job.
Look at that counter by Kurt. Look at that counter by Kurt. Look at that counter by Triple H. You see, back in the day, they didn't try to handicap you with a fucking stamina bar or with a stun meter. You can counter as much as you want back in the day. That's why these games were more competitive and they had a better, bigger, bigger online community. Look at these triple German suplex. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at that shit. Look at that shit, bruh.
Much room for anything else.
And marriage is a subject which you
Low blow for the reversal.
something of an authority. Isn't that right, King?
Come on now, JR.
Reverses.
Doesn't know what true
Holds his finisher.
married. And then it's too late.
Look at that. He grabs his leg and he hits it. Kurt reverses back. Triple H reverses back. They lock back up again. You're not getting this shit in 2K, bro. This is what I mean when I say I want my games to be more wrestling oriented, bro. This is all I mean. Stop with all this stupid ass shit and let's get back to wrestling. This is all I'm talking about right here.
You're always trying to kiss up to the fans by talking up who
Triple H has a finisher now.
I've never been a kiss up in my life, King, which is more than I can say for some people.
Look at that.
I call them like I see them.
Look at that. You see that? Look at that. You want to talk about a great mini game? This is what a great mini game is right here. Not to mention you could also crawl to the ropes too. You can't do that anymore. You could also ignore counts back in the day. You can't do that anymore. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. He pulls him back to the center. Look at that. Triple H is struggling trying to crawl to the ropes. Look at that. He gets the rope break. Y'all see that? Kurt is still hanging on. Kurt is still hanging on. Kurt is still hanging on. Like, what are you talking about? You're not getting this shit in 2K26, bro.
But this might turn out to be. No, he's going in for the kill.
There it is, the pedigree.
Look at how elite the pedigree animation was back in the day. Graphically, SVR is still top tier. Look at that, another ankle lock. Look at that. Look at the intensity on Angle's face. Look at that. He's pulling him away from the ropes. He's pulling him away from the ropes so he can't get a rope break. Look at that.
There's a hole you don't want to find yourself in, JR.
Come on, bruh.
You sure don't, King. We've seen many a superstar tap out to this one.
You see, back then we had better animations. It was more fast. It was more fluid, more responsive. It was more wrestling oriented. And these games actually had a skill gap. It wasn't based on who could stun who first. Oh, he has a low blow payback. He has a low blow payback. Oh, I'm stunned. I'm stunned. None of that, bro. It was all about if you were good at the game or not. That's what it was about. I could be a beast with Eugene if I wanted to back in the day.
You know, JR, I racked my brains trying to think of a single flaw in Triple H, and I couldn't come up with anything.
Look at how smooth that is. Look at how smooth that is.
Really is the only
Look at how smooth that shit was. Look at this mini game. Look at this mini game. Look at this mini game.
You can't take this kind of pain for long.
You had to actually be on your P's and Q's when you were playing SmackDown vs. Raw. This is a real wrestling game right here.
I know that Kurt
This is what you call a chess match. This is what wrestling games are all about.
But when it comes right down to it, you can't deny the fact that he's earned the right to take a little pride in his accomplishment.
A little pride? JR, I'd say you sounded like Kurt Angle's biggest fan. If I wasn't sure that Angle himself is already president
Look
of
at
the
that.
fan club.
Hey, I won't deny that
Rear naked choke.
highly of himself, but he's earned that.
Rear naked choke. Look at that. Look at that. You see that mini game right there? You see that mini game right there? Those are actually good mini games. And look at the way Triple H is selling that leg. Look at the way Triple H is selling that leg. His legs are red, as you can see, and look at the way he's selling it. Look at the way he's selling it right now.
I think Triple H might be the greatest superstar of his generation. I think that in the future, superstars are going to talk about
You don't even get selling in WWE 2K26. Look at the way he's selling that leg injury, bro.
Potentially become a role model to the next generation. Turns my stomach, King. I hope the hell you're wrong.
Look at how he's grabbing onto his leg. Look at the way he's selling that shit. Look.
Triple H has accomplished too much in his
Look.
career to be called.
This is a PS2 game, by the way. It came out 20 years ago. This is a PS2 game. When I say these games, these 2K games are far behind, I'm not talking shit. I'm keeping it real. Look at that. We don't even have one of the most basic elements. We don't even have one of the most basic wrestling elements in WWE 2K. Selling. We don't even have selling in 2K, bro. But you want to sit here and call this shit the greatest WWE game of all time? Bro, you're delusional. Look at the way Kurt is selling his head injury. Look at that. Look at that.
After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE superstars are trained professionals.
And even they don't walk away from every match in the best shape.
They sure don't. We've seen more than one superstar.
Look at the way Kurt is selling. Look at the way Kurt is selling. Look at that. Look at the way Kurt is selling. Look at the way Triple H is selling. Look at that. Now they're both in a state where they're in a power struggle right now. They're both bruised and battered. Look at that.
You always seem to be in such a hurry, JR.
Look at the way Kurt is selling. Look at the way Kurt is selling. Look at that.
Look, JR, he's got his attention focused on that ankle.
Kurt locks up another ankle lock. Check that out. Check that out. Look at that.
He sure is.
Look at that.
He's looking for the submission right here. I think this crowd has decided.
Look at that. Back-to-back ankle locks. Back-to-back ankle locks. Look how intense this submission is. Look at how intense this submission is. Look at that.
Isn't, JR? I've been on the wrong end of that one many times. This is going to be up.
He's taken every advantage in this matchup, and it looks like he plans on taking a few more.
If he's not the dirtiest player in the game, JR, he's a shoo-in for second place.
Another ankle lock, bruh. Another ankle lock. Another one. And Triple H taps out just like that. Because you see his legs are bruised, his legs are battered. He couldn't take it anymore, so he had to tap out. That's what you call an actual wrestling match. That's what you call a chess match, bro. We need this back in the game. We need this back in the game. Until you can get back here, your game is a failure. Simple as that. We're not even halfway here.
You might wind up risking your career for a single match.
But at the same time, no one.
So yeah, bro. When I say I want my games to be more wrestling oriented, want it to feel like a wrestling game, this is what I'm talking about right here. 2K26 feels anything but like a wrestling game. Don't get mad at me because I want better and you're fine with mediocrity. Don't get mad at me because I want these games to improve. Don't get mad at me. You feel me? So yeah. That's that. Now let's go back to 2K26.
Thud. Oh, clothesline.
The millions are about to experience it.
Rough now with his opponent and gets another submission. The Rock saw that one coming. Clothesline. Classic.
Look at this. The Rock's torso is red as fuck, and he has not one time held his torso. Not one time. Not one time. He has not one time sailed his torso. Not one time. Over here dodging and shit. What is he doing, bro?
Aggressive attacks. The Rock, can you smell it? Heavy work being done to Cena right now. Clothesline.
He doesn't do the head point anymore like he does in Here Comes the Pain. None of that. But hey, this is where we're at right now. This is peak. This is peak WWE gaming. Yeah. This is peak WWE gaming to some people. My goodness. Oh my goodness, man. Just embarrassing. Just embarrassing, bro. We're gonna go back and take a look at this, and then we're about to head out. So this is NBA 2K TV. It's where they put a spotlight on the community. Something that we don't have. We gotta do everything ourselves. Not that. Let me see. All right. Let me okay. I'ma just show one last thing, then I'm gonna go ahead and head up out here. So once again, we went through this briefly on the last video, but we're gonna go ahead and talk about it a bit more here.
Categories, including my favorite.
So this is NBA 2K TV, where they put an actual spotlight on the community, and they showcase community members who are just going batshit crazy. And here's what they recognize. They recognize the top crew, the city champion, the My Team GOAT, the most proven, the exec of the year, the WMVP, the rec MVP, the star of the screen, the interactive wizard, the top play of the year. And they actually have somebody commenting. They actually have somebody commentating. His name is
Votes this week to determine the finalists.
Sacramento King.
his name is Scott Moak, and he's basically, what he's doing is you're gonna submit your clips, and people are gonna be able to vote on them in the community. And Scott Moak, if you get some of the most votes, they'll give you the platform, and they'll post you on the official NBA 2K page, which has 1.3 million subs. So that's a lot of exposure for you. You'll actually be featured on the channel, and they're going to be commentating over your top plays. Let's have a look.
Kings PA, Scott Moak. And this week, your 6 will be up for next week. See your first 3
And you can compete for 1 million VC. WWE 2K wouldn't even bother to give you fucking 50K VC. The max they'll go is probably 32K.
Your very first winner from season 1 was the Backward.
As you can see right here, they have your gamer tag right here featured and everything.
Great name for the ability to go behind the back, spring off the...
And check this out, check this out, check this out. They actually give you an even bigger spotlight. They not only react to your plays, but they give you an interview too. Check this shit out.
I need to learn, but we found one content creator that is elite on defense. We were so impressed, we had to bring him on and pick his brain.
Look at this in bold red letters, community.
Our next guest specializes in defense with his content, and you always know we're here to give some defensive tips. Blank, welcome to 2K TV.
Hey man, I'm glad to be here and bring the mental aspect into the defensive game. I love it, I love it, I love it.
How did you get started in creating content focused on defense?
All throughout the years, I've always played point.
A whole interview, bro. Letting, picking your brain and giving you a chance to give a tutorial and make players better at NBA 2K. Tell me when's the last time that WWE 2K went out of their way to do some shit like this? The only time that WWE 2K wants to actually reach out to a creator and give you the time of day is to use you as a tool and promote and let you promote their shit for them because they do a terrible job at it. Whether it's an interview, whether it's Creator Fest, bro, I'm talking about just embracing you, embracing your content, and giving you the mic and be like, hey yo, tell the people what you got to say. Instead of using you as a tool, using you as a marketing device and saying, oh, tell them what's coming. Tell them what's on the way. Tell them what you liked. Tell them all the goodies in 2K. It's like, come on now, bro. It's a whole different ball game.
Guard. So when I switched to the lockdown position, I knew what every single point guard needed to thrive, and I just counted it. And it took it to a whole nother level of defense.
What modes are you playing and what kind of defensive builds are you bringing in?
Proving grounds, theater, stage, pro-am 5v5s, pro-am 3v3s, I play it all because there's so many different aspects of the game that each thrive at that you have to master to know all aspects of defense.
So what I'm thinking is we jump on my court in a 1v1 game and we can talk some offensive tips and then you can provide the fans with all the defense.
Bro, he's even offering to do a 1v1 and show y'all his, oh my goodness. He's even offering to do a 1v1 so he can show y'all the basic fundamentals of NBA 2K. When the fuck has WWE ever done this shit? Because I'm not gonna lie, I would love to help y'all out because the reality is a lot of y'all are dog shit at the game. I'm not gonna lie. And y'all that watch the streams, y'all have seen the way we run through motherfuckers on this game. I would love to get up here and actually get it to a more bigger audience and help y'all out so y'all can get better at the game and we could have more competition. But man, the ratio between actual skilled players, elite players, and complete garbage players, the garbage players outweigh the skilled players by a mile.
Some tips that you do. So which defensive build do you want to bring into this one-on-one matchup?
My 6'8 lockdown,
What the offensive players can,
you want to get two on the floor first to know what's your strong point.
And one thing I like to do is jab stepping and driving. I notice you're doing a lot of body ups. What's the key to left trigger defensive stances?
This year, you really have to look at it as like a L2 stamina bar. The longer you hold it, later on, you're more likely to get blown past. So that's when you want to tap it when I get that animation.
Right there.
Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Rachel Demita. Oh, yeah, I love Rachel. WWE 2K26 is so dead. Everybody's waiting till December for the GTA to come out. Anyone get a chance to check out the last beta for the run? Oh, yeah, the run. Yeah, the run is hard. But yeah, bro, giving a full tutorial. A full tutorial. Now let's get back to this.
Supporting it.
Let's get back to the top play.
It's time to select your second finalist for Top Play of the Year. Let's see your winners from Season 4 through 6. Roll them! Season 4 was won by Exclusive 185. Presses the passer into a turnover, then trampolines into the sky to catch the transition winner. Team play makes the way for the dream.
Come on now, dog. We don't have any type of community spotlight in WWE 2K. We don't have a top matches. We don't have a top matches of the week. We don't have a best creations of the week. We don't have any of that. You want to know what we have? This is what we have. This is what we have. This is what we have. This is what we have right here. We have Creation Spotlight by us, the creators. We have to do everything ourselves because 2K is too fucking lazy to do it themselves. We have to do it ourselves. We got to do our own Creation Spotlight ourselves because they don't want to do it. Let me ask y'all something, creators. As much as y'all love creating, as much as y'all bust your ass in this creation suite, the hours that y'all put in, because I know it's not easy. That's why I fuck with y'all. I know it's not easy. It takes a lot of work. As many hours as y'all spend on the creation suite, wouldn't you love if 2K actually acknowledged you and had a tab called Creation Spotlight and you were actually featured there and your creations was actually at the front page? Wouldn't you love if they actually had a tab called Creations of the Week and you were actually featured there? Because when you go into community creations, guess what? That first page is always going to be the most downloaded superstars, the most downloaded creations. But when you actually go to Twitter, there's so many more creations on there that you're never really going to see unless you actually look for it. But imagine if 2K took time out of their day and actually made a new tab called Creations of the Month or Creations of the Week. And they actually had the creators gamer tag up there, and they had a what's his name? And they had their social media tags, like their Twitter handle, their Instagram username, their Facebook name, their YouTube channel, whatever. And imagine, let's say that you're on Xbox, that you could go on there and you could click their Twitter link and it'll snap you from WWE 2K26 to the Microsoft Edge app and it'll guide you to their exact Twitter profile. How many of y'all would love that, creators? You cannot sit here and tell me you wouldn't be a fan of that. You know you would. You know you would. I know you would love that. This is why I say is that, like, we don't even have the bare minimum. We have to do everything ourselves. We have to submit all the feedback, which doesn't even really get acknowledged half the time. We have to do the creative spotlight since they don't want to do it. We gotta market their game for them since they do a terrible job at doing it. They post one thing on Instagram, but they refuse to post it on Twitter, or vice versa. We gotta go in the game and see what the fuck is going on and see what issues the game has because they want to have little to no communication. We have to do everything ourselves. It's like, damn, what's next? You're gonna bring us in the studio? Are we gonna have to develop this shit too? Like, man, this is ridiculous. Like, you cannot look at NBA 2K in the spotlight these creators get and not feel like you left out. Like, you don't feel any type of way? WWE creators, you don't feel any type of way? You cool with this? You cool with this? Not only that, let's continue with the online side of things. I said they got to fix the core gameplay. They have to. In order to make this shit more competitive. Let's go to NBA 2K. They have this thing called King of the Court. King of the Court is the best. Come on now, dog. I want you to look at what this says. King of the Court is where the best of the best in my team compete for the best rewards, and we're taking it to the next level. In NBA 2K26, King of the Court boasts a $10,000 and 1 million VC grand prize every weekend for the #1 finisher across PS5 and Xbox Series X from September 12th through August 2nd. When do King of the Court weekends start? Each King of the Court takes place starting Fridays at 3 p.m. Pacific time until Sundays at 11:59 p.m. Pacific. How do I qualify? To qualify, you need to earn You need to earn My Team rep in the preceding week. My Team rep can be earned by playing in any My Team mode or by completing challenges. And they're doing this shit every single week. You telling me I got a chance to win 10 bands every fucking week just by being good at My Team? You telling me I got a chance to win 1 million VC every single week just by being good at My Team? Not only that, let's continue. Remember when they had the My Team Unlimited $250,000 on the line? Look at this. Get ready to compete in the NBA 2K21 My Team Unlimited $250,000 tournament. The tournament returns with an opportunity to compete for championship share of $250,000. We're getting left out, bro. That's not it. That's not it. That's not even close to being it. It's not even close to being it. It's not even close to being it. They got their own league, bro. They got their own league. They got their own fucking league.
Keep talking! Keep talking! Keep talking! Keep talking! Be quiet now! Be quiet now!
And I love that intensity. I love just those adrenaline pumping moments, bro. Like when you in that mode and you like, man, this dude ain't got shit on me. You can't fuck with me. Man, I love being in that mode, bro. But I guarantee you, if you have this same exact attitude on a WWE 2K platform, they're going to kick you out of the goddamn venue. Sir, we're going to ask you to leave. You're being too aggressive. You're being too hostile. Like, let me talk my shit. Let me pop my shit, bro. Let me pop my shit. They got their own league. They have their own draft. Like you're getting drafted to the NBA, and they have a trophy too. So you can be like, damn, all the hard work we put in as a team, we earned this shit, bro. We don't have anything like this. Online gets little to no love. Little to no love. Meanwhile, NBA 2K, man, you can talk shit all you want about NBA 2K and how bad the game is, but y'all living in paradise compared to us. We don't got shit. We don't got nothing. Did they even bother to change the fucking look of the menu online? Huh? Let me see. We don't get nothing. We don't even get half of this shit. Oh, I'm trying to find all right, here we go. Here we go right here. Here we go right here. Here we go right here. Also, NBA 2K is crossplay. It's been crossplay for the past few years. WWE 2K is still not crossplay. When you go on the court, obviously you have a bunch of people watching you, and let's say you heat up. Let's say you heat up. They have you front and center. They have you front and center, and it says, look at what it says. It says you're on a 20-game winning streak. Now imagine if we had, some type of ring in the island or whatever, and people could pull up, get on the spot like they do in NBA 2K. And let's say you go on a 10-match winning streak. People could see that. You know what that does? That makes people want to go to the island and end your streak. It's like you're the Undertaker and people coming to end your streak. It makes you a menace. It makes you a threat. And I love that shit. Because it makes you a target. It makes you that guy. I don't give a fuck who you are. I will play you. But me having this target on my back, 20 game win streak, people can see this clear as day, like, oh, that motherfucker is cooking. Let me see if I could beat him. What that does is that takes online to the next level. And that creates more content. Because let's say you beat the guy on a 20 game win streak, you can record that and you can upload that to your channel. Simple as that. You also, like I said before, you can filter by ranks and all that shit. You can't do that on WWE 2K. The leaderboards mean nothing. The ranks mean nothing. It means nothing. That's why I said the competitive scene is dead. There's no reason. There's nothing to compete for. You know? Look at this. Every additional win gets you 1,000 VC per game. This new system rewards consistency and makes long streaks more valuable than ever. Not only does the new court design look fire, but the VC incentive adds real weight to defending your streak. See that? You could actually go over there and you could compete for a certain amount. Like, let's say I feel like I'm the better player. I could go to like a 20K court and I could be like, hey, put up 20K VC, let's run it. If you win the game, you'll get 40K VC. If I win the game, I'll get to keep my 20K VC and get your 20K VC, and therefore I get 40K. You can't do any of this shit in WWE 2K, bro. The way they got the island set up is they want you to basically run around a million times, do millions of laps around the island. You got these chapters, which I don't really care about. They added some new some new factions or whatever you want to call them. Some new orders, some new factions, whatever you want to call them. It lets you rep your set, I guess. But then when it comes to matchmaking, guess what? It takes forever because nobody's playing this shit. You know? And then you actually added some type of incentive that I was actually excited for, which was online championships. Even though it's nothing like the online championships back in the day on SmackDown versus Raw, when you could actually create a belt and defend it. But nonetheless, it was still an online championship. But what happened? The core gameplay is still fucked. You did nothing to fix it. Therefore, it's cooked. And the leaderboards are still cooked too, so the same people are going to be winning every single week. And this is what I mean, bro. You could say over and over again that you don't care about online, but the reality is that we are in an online era, whether you like it or not. I understand that you may be, a bigger fan of offline, but you look at every other game. What's the number one clips? It's not offline, it's online. The number one clips are always online clips every single time. And yes, online does suck. Well, because they don't put any heart in it. If they actually put some heart in this shit and got more people to play this and fix the gameplay, then it would be it wouldn't be such a joke. And it would be taken more serious. Especially if we had crossplay. We don't even have crossplay. Even as bad as 2K26 is, if y'all at least had crossplay, I'm not gonna lie. If we had crossplay and rankings like how we did back in 2K14, I would probably be on that game. I would say a little bit, maybe just a little bit. It wouldn't be a lot, but I would still be on it a lot more than I am now. Because I get to see who I'm playing against. I get to see if they're a good player or a bad player. And I not only get to play against people on my platform, but I get to play against people on the opposite platform. How do we not have that yet? It's 2026. You moved on and ditched the Xbox One and PS4, but yet you can't achieve crossplay? Hell, you're struggling right now even with cross-platform community creations because you had to cut off PC. And it's only Xbox and PS5. So 2K27, I'm not going to lie to you. if we still don't have cross-platform community creations with PS5, Xbox, and PC, and if we still don't have crossplay with at least the bare minimum Xbox and PS5, the game is a failure off rip. There's no reason why I should be on this damn game when this game is fresh and I should see 4 lobbies up, 5 lobbies up, 6 lobbies up. That's embarrassing, bro. That's embarrassing. That just goes to show you have no online community. Then nobody wants to play this shit. That's all that shows. We gotta fix this, man. We have to fix this. Crossplay would be fire. Oh yeah, it would. Universe mode doesn't even feel like universe mode. Oh yeah, I've heard plenty of times about what y'all want in universe mode. Yeah, universe mode has been in the dumps too. They need to really get on the lab and work on this shit for real, bro, online and offline. Because in WWE 2K26, the biggest change that I've noticed outside of everything is the ragdoll physics. And even then, they only happen in a scrapyard match or a Hell in a Cell match. Or if you have an ambulance and you throw somebody off an ambulance. But other than that, you know, what has really changed in terms of gameplay? Enlighten me. What has really changed? You cannot name me 5 things that's truly changed with WWE 2K26. You cannot name me 5 things. I don't want to hear about the broadcast cam. I don't want to hear about what's his name, the ragdoll physics. No, I want to talk about what's going on inside the ring. I want to talk about the free roaming aspect side of things. Like, please tell me what has changed. Because if you put these 2 games side by side and you take away ragdoll physics, it's just a one-on-one match. Just a one-on-one match inside the ring, no exiting. Outside of, a minor adjustment to the lighting, it's pretty much the same exact game, bro. Let's go ahead and have a look. Let's go ahead and have a look. Okay, let's go to the finisher side of things. Let's look. Look. You tell me what's changed. This is a side-by-side comparison. You tell me what's changed. Tell me what's changed. Tell me what's changed, bro. Like, come on now, dog. Oh, well, I don't even got my screen on. Let me go back. Here we go. Here we go. I got y'all. Look at this shit. Tell me what's changed. This is WWE 2K25 next to WWE 2K26. Come on now, bro. This is a side-by-side comparison. Outside of the lighting, what's really changed? Like, come on now, bro. They put my faction into the game. They copy NBA 2K, just money hungry. That too. That too. Cause in my honest opinion, I know people might hate me for this, people that love my faction, but in my honest opinion, I wouldn't mind if my faction was just a standalone game. I wouldn't mind if my faction was just a standalone game. Because honestly, it's just a more versatile version of WWE Supercard. That's all it is. I didn't buy a WWE game to collect fucking cards, bro. But yeah, if they were to make that a standalone game, a standalone app, and then combine universe mode and GM mode and really work on that shit and call it my WWE, I wouldn't mind that at all. I really wouldn't mind that at all. But hey, here we are. They only changed the lighting. Yeah, nothing. It's basically the same game, just with an updated roster. That's facts, Alex. That's facts. This shit is ass. Still got the shitty Undertaker. CC exists for a reason. That's what I've been saying, ANCAP. That's why they panicking right now. Oh, we're working on it. We're working on it. We're working on it because y'all know. If you start losing people one by one, and people say, I'm not creating for you anymore, your game is going to be even more toast. Because the most popular game mode is universe mode. And what people like to do is they like to go on CC and they like to download superstars, correct? So if you have less and less creators creating for WWE 2K26, what's going to happen? You're going to have less and less people downloading shit for universe mode. Therefore, they're going to lose the itch to play it because there's less content being delivered. Correct? My point exactly. That is their only saving grace right now. It's not the graphics, it's not the gameplay, it's not the features, it's none of that shit. The only thing that's saving 2K's ass right now is universe mode and the creation suite. That's the only thing. Because if 2K, let me tell you something. If 2K just woke up one morning, they were like, you know what, fuck y'all. There will be no more community creations. I guarantee you this game will be literally the least played WWE game of all time. I guarantee you, I can guarantee that 100% positive that'll happen. They don't work on shit, they be lying through their teeth. Oh yeah, GTA 6 finna come out, so you know what that means. Ain't nobody finna be playing these sports games. I went on community creations yesterday, and that shit was deader than a dead horse. No lies told. Yeah, bro. Yeah, this shit is cooked, bro. This shit is cooked. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna look at one more thing, bro. Y'all want me to look at one more thing, or should I sit here and listen to the interview? Nah, I might save the interview for next stream. I might save the interview for next stream. I want to do it right now, but I might save it for next stream. I might save it for next stream. Cause I believe what's his name? Brian did an interview with Cornell. I believe it's like a let me see. Let me see. I think it was an interview about the ringside pass. I just want to see where Cornell's head is at, you know? I just want to see how he answered these questions because you know a lot of the time when people like to question these devs, they like to, you know, give them the runaround. Like, maybe. Oh, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit, bro. It's either you win it or you ain't. There's no in between. It's funny how we look back on the older games and realize how good we had it and didn't appreciate it. Shit, I appreciated that shit. The fuck? Hell, I appreciated that shit. Facts, and that's with low key every game. 2K26 is so disappointing, but EA is cooking with college football 26 and it's coming to PC. Facts. Facts. I'm hearing that college football 27 will be coming to PC. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that something? It's been something that they've been craving for quite a while, and I believe they're about to get it. College football 27 on PC. Oh yeah, that's going to be insane. That's going to be insane. And yeah, speaking of EA, guess what? EA Sports UFC 6 is going to have crossplay too. A game that you never thought would have crossplay. Yeah, they beat you to the punch again, WWE 2K. Even UFC 6 is going to have crossplay. Not only that, but guess what? something the fans have been wanting back for a while, a long while. Being able to select which particular division you want to play in, a select division, like your preference, and not being locked into a certain division. They brought that back too. We have not seen that since UFC 3. So yeah, there's some things I like and some things I don't like. But EA right now, I'm not gonna lie to you, they're doing a lot of things correct right now. Not to mention the alter egos on UFC, on WWE 2K. If I want, let's say, Randy Orton 09 Persona card, I would have to spend $50 to $100. That's crazy, isn't it? $50 to $100 for one fucking card. Now, if I go on UFC 5, and let's say that I want a throwback Max Holloway or a throwback McGregor, a throwback Wonder Boy, guess what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to open my wallet and spend $2 per fighter. Now you tell me which one is better, because a lot of people like to say, "Oh, EA is so greedy. EA is so greedy." Yeah, I'm not going to lie. EA is greedy. I 100% agree. But the reality is a lot of y'all have not played an EA game since the PS2 era. A lot of y'all have not been tapped in with EA games. Yeah, there's still some shit I don't like. But when it comes to greed, 2K has them beat by a mile. Are you kidding me? $2 for a fighter? The last time I checked, $50 was more than $2. The last time I checked. So you tell me who's more greedy, EA or 2K? Not to mention, they're putting all the alter egos in the market for you to buy. You can buy it right then and there. They're adding new venues like the Sphere and all this shit. Back to back to back to back to back with the alter egos. Not to mention they're also doing community voting too. They're letting you, the consumer, vote who do you want in the game. Oh, I want this version of Connor. I want this version of Edson Barbosa. I want this version of John Jones. I want this version of Khabib. And whichever gets the most votes, they put it in the game. Meanwhile, you look at WWE 2K, what are you getting? You're not getting a community vote. You're getting what they want to put in the game. And if you don't like it, oh well, tough shit. Now you tell me who's more greedy. I'll wait. I wish WWE 2K allowed crossplay and allowed consoles to be able to download stuff in CC from PC. That would be dope. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Man, I wish that they would allow mods in general. Now it would be kind of a pain in the ass when it comes to online, because you'll probably see somebody that's like 72 feet tall looking like one of them goddamn Titans from Attack on Titan. But when it comes to creations, oh, it'll be beautiful. It would be beautiful, man. It really would. Like, because the mods you see on PC, you will never see anything like that on console, ever. People come into the comment section and they're like, "Oh man, I can't wait to download it. When is it going to be available?" And the creator, they just kill their whole vibe. They say, "I'm sorry, bro, it's a mod." Wouldn't you love it if 2K on console was the same as PC, like an actual sandbox? Wouldn't you love that? If they expanded the creation suite, but they don't give a fuck about that because it's not making them any money. 2K sucks so bad it hurts. They destroy wrestling games. It's basically them and TKO making the game. Oh yeah. Yeah, like bro, you're getting the CEO in the game. Let me go ahead and have a look right quick. Who is the CEO of EA? Okay, so Andrew Wilson is the CEO of Electronic Arts, okay? This is the guy who is the face of EA Sports. This is the CEO. Have you ever fucking seen Andrew Wilson be a playable athlete in Madden? Have you ever seen some shit like that? I haven't. Have you ever seen Andrew Wilson added to UFC? I haven't. I've seen Dana White and Joe Rogan and Bruce Buffer. Yeah, I've seen that, but I'm not mad at that. We're talking about CEOs of the actual studio, bro. Not the actual company, WWE. We're talking about the actual studio who owns all this shit. You've never seen Andrew Wilson featured as a playable fucking character ever, bro. Imagine if Andrew Wilson had his own Ultimate Team card that had 99 stats across the board, 99 throw power, 99 speed, 99 acceleration, 99 trucking. Imagine. Imagine. It is 2026. And the best thing you got to show right now, the surprise is you're putting your CEO in your fucking game. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. I moved back to 2K25. I'm done with 2K26. Hey, congratulations. I'm not mad at you for making that move. That's what I'm saying. Joe Rogan, he's actually, been in the gym, been in the lab, doing his thing. Yeah, I'm not mad at that. CEO. Yeah, and like these are folks that are actually involved in the company. You feel what I'm saying? But the CEO? The CEO, bruh. What's next? You're gonna have a fucking Nick Khan ringside pass? You're gonna have an Ari Emanuel ringside pass, huh? What's next? Like, give me a break, bro. But yeah, this is where we're currently at right now. This is where we're currently at right now in terms of WWE games. We're in the mud, bro. We're in the mud. We're in the mud, bro. But it's all good though because there's a lot of games coming out. There's a lot of movies coming out. Guess what we got? We got Summer Games Fest going on right now. We got the State of Play that just happened. We got the Xbox Showcase. You got, bro, even Killer Bean has its own fucking video game coming out. You got NBA The Run coming out. Like, bro, these games are coming out back to back to back to back to back. Like, people are gonna have no time for this shitty ass WWE 2K. Not to mention NBA The Run is also crossplay. We got an indie studio. We got an indie studio with crossplay before WWE 2K. Let that sink in. Like, come on, dog. This shit is laughable, bro. This shit is laughable. Let's see where we at. June. Yep. Look at this. Look at this. I know there's a lot of fans of Gothic. Gothic 1 remake coming out. NBA The Run. EA Sports UFC 6. Dead or Alive 6 Last Round. Star Fox. College football. Digimon. Splatoon Raiders. Gothic Classic. Backyard Baseball. Bro, this is my childhood right now. We got Backyard Baseball coming back, bro. You got Backyard Baseball coming back July 9th. I don't give a fuck about no WWE 2K. You got Pablo Sanchez finna give you belt to ass on July 9th. Then you go to August. You got Madden, obviously. Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 2. Elden Ring Tarnished Edition. Marvel Token. September. You got the Halloween game, the Michael Myers game. You got Wolverine. Warhammer 40K. Lego Batman coming out for Switch 2. You got Control Resonant. Got another Dragon Quest. Silent Hill Townfall coming September 24th. Onimusha, Way of the Sword. Let's go to October. Dynasty Warriors 3 Complete Edition Remastered. Rayman Legends Retold. Ace Combat 8 Wings of Thieves. Star Wars Galactic Racer. Toy Story 3 Complete Edition. Toy Story Retro Roundup. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4. Phantom Blade Zero. This game is going to be a banger. Phantom Blade Zero, October 29th. Then we get to November. Gothic 3 Classic. Grand Theft Auto 6. This is the game that's really going to give you belt to ass right here. November 19th. That's when everything is over for you, 2K. Yeah, Take-Two Interactive is still going to be making money. Yeah, that's true. But it's not going to be from y'all. It's going to be from GTA. And then we got To Be Announced. Look at all these fucking games, bro. Look at all these fucking games, bro. Look at all these fucking games coming out. Like, people like, yo. WWE 2K, you got, let's see, you got June, July, August, September, October. You got 5 months left to celebrate. You got 5 months left. And not even that, because people are checking out left and right. But all in all, in terms of like before GTA 6, you got 5 months to celebrate. You got 5 months left. You better make it count. Because once November strikes, nobody's going to care about WWE 2K26 ever again. All right? It doesn't matter who you bring to the game. It doesn't matter what type of DLC you have. It doesn't matter if you get the whole TNA roster in the game. Nobody's going to give a fuck. Nobody's going to care. Once November comes, you're cooked. Oh yeah, but how could I forget? You got a new God of War on the way. How could I forget? You got the John Wick video game. Like, yo, do you really think that anybody's gonna give a fuck about 2K26 in these next coming months? No, you're in the back burner, my guy. So this is what I'm saying. Like, in order to get people to care, you gotta really get in the lab. You know? Your goal every single year is how can I make people stay on this game, regardless what they have going on in real life or regardless what new games they add in their library. What can I do to get people to keep on coming back to WWE 2K? And you failed at that once again. The minute you implemented that stupid ass ringside pass, I knew, oh, this is cooked. You're DOA. The minute you said anything about a battle pass, I knew off rip it was over with. People got mad at us. Oh, you haven't played the game yet. Oh, stop hating. What's your opinion now? What's your opinion now? Huh? We got Strauss Zelnick as a playable character now. What's your opinion on 2K26 now, huh? Shut your ass up. Wait until you get to December. They're really going to get their ass kicked. Phantom Blade is going to be a banger. And November is my birthday month, and GTA coming in November. 2K27 is just going to be the same copy and paste. I guarantee it. And this is the first GTA you get to play with both a male and a female character. Fuck 2K. Expect copy and paste with 2K27. And that's why we call it the ringside ass. That's why I stopped playing. I hate the battle pass. Exactly my point. Like, yo, I didn't get on here to fucking grind levels. Oh, well, we have a method where you can sit on here and you can beat the computer up for like an hour. You can sit on here and you can beat Eric, bitch. Yo, you think I want to do that shit 6 months in a row? I don't care how long it takes. It gets like, yo, I'm not trying to do that. I didn't get on here to have to grind a pass. I came on here because I wanted to scratch my wrestling itch. When video games start to feel like a chore, when video games start to feel like a second shift, a second job, they're no longer video games, bro. They're no longer video games. Because video games are supposed to be an escape from reality. Video games are supposed to make you happy. Video games are supposed to bring people together and let you have fun. 2K26 is anything but that. I'm not waking up in the morning saying, oh man, I cannot wait to get on. I'm not sitting here with that feeling. You know, there used to be times where I used to watch Monday Night Raw or SmackDown or a pay-per-view and I used to want to recreate that same match in the video game. I don't want to do that shit anymore. I don't give a fuck about that anymore. I watch the match and that's it. I don't have the urge to get on 2K after that. You gotta restore that feeling, 2K. You gotta restore that feeling. You gotta restore that feeling, bro. And until you can do that, you're gonna continue to get your ass kicked by your fellow competitors. And I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. Right now we're in June, okay? Once we get to November, here's what's gonna happen, all right? Every single comment, this is going to be every single comment. And come back to this stream once November arrives. This is going to be every single comment. Every single comment is going to be, who gives a fuck? Who cares? We're playing GTA 6, low bro. We don't care. GTA 6 is out. Oh, I'm chilling with Jason. I'm chilling with Lucia. Nobody cares. Rockstar for the win. I guarantee you those are going to be the comments once November arrives. We're in Vice City, nigga. Nobody's going to care about 2K once November comes. Come back to this stream once November hits. They're going to drown out everything. And it's mighty funny because they're under the same umbrella, like I said before. Take-Two Interactive, they own both studios, 2K and Rockstar. So that's what's going to be funny. You're going to have all the traction, all the pool, all the monies going towards Rockstar. And nothing is going towards 2K. That's what's going to be funny. I know they're looking like, okay, what's going on here? Yeah. This is what happens when you actually care and put some effort into your fucking games. This is what happens. You get record-breaking profits in return. Simple. And the fact that this is going to be the first time ever where you're going to be able to earn real money in Grand Theft Auto, this is going to literally kickstart so many careers and open up a lot of doors, open up a lot of opportunities for individuals. You're going to actually be able to earn real money on Grand Theft Auto. You're going to actually be able to earn real money, bro. Do you know how crazy that is? You're going to actually be able to earn real money. That's wild, bro. When I say this is going to be a generational game, this is going to be a generational game. Now you tell me when 2K is giving you the opportunity to earn money in their game. I didn't say take money from you. I said earn money. Tell me when they've done that shit for you. Never. Yo, it took me to the midnight today to beat the fucking thing. I'm going to throw out my 360 and play SVR to remember the good days tomorrow. Because the past FB of my fed. And they're going to be drooling over Lucia once the game comes out. I heard Fable got delayed to next year all because, yeah. People do not want to, bro. Studios are shook right now. Studios do not want to go head to head with GTA. I think there's only one studio that wants to go head to head with them. I think they're called like Devolver or Revolver. Let me see. Let's see. Revolver Studios. Is it them? GTA 6. Oh, Devolver. Okay, Devolver. That was it. Okay, Devolver Studios GTA 6. Okay. So Devolver Studios, what they're doing is they're releasing the same exact day. They're releasing an indie title the same exact day as GTA 6. I'm not gonna lie, you are gonna catch straight belt. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I give y'all respect though. Because you're willing to go head to head with the juggernaut that is GTA 6. You're not backing down like everybody else. So I will give you credit for that, Devolver. But this is what happened. So GTA 6 was slated to release this year in May. So was the Devolver indie title. But what Devolver did is when GTA 6 changed the month of when it was gonna release, when they went from May to November, guess what? Guess what? Guess what Devolver did? They said, you know what? We're gonna follow y'all motherfuckers and we're gonna release in November too. What? That's what you call somebody that has no fear. Cero mero. That's what you call somebody that has no fear. Like I said, granted, their game is going to get destroyed by GTA 6, but you got my utmost respect, Devolver, because that is a player move. That is a G move right there. That is a G move right there. 100%. That's a W right there. I respect y'all for that. Because everybody else is scared to death. I have been playing. More than lately. This game will teach the next generation skills they could use, like money, how to budget. I'm telling you, bro. Like this game is gonna create so many opportunities. Like imagine, man, imagine you fresh out of high school. You're like, man, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? You hop on GTA 6. Next thing you know, time passes by, and this game has made you a fucking millionaire. That'd be crazy, wouldn't it? Yeah, this is gonna be crazy, dog. And I'm really interested to see how this goes. Not only how much they're going to sell, but just the vibes in general. Because if we're keeping it real, I do miss when, you know, we used to be together as a community. I do miss that. Because back in the day, we had E3. I've always wanted to go to E3, and I still, it hurts my soul that I never had a chance to go. So yeah, we had E3. That was beautiful. I loved E3. I used to sit back, my cousin would come over, we would chill. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, what? What? Me and my cousin would be chilling watching E3 every summer. Used to love that shit. We had demos back in the day. You can make a decision whether you like the game or not based on the demo. You download the demo on your PS3 or your 360. You fire it up and like, I'm not really a fan of it, but at least you acknowledge that, okay, they put out a demo. I'm happy about that. You had the gaming stations at Target, Toys R Us, Walmart, where you would go in and you would look up. I mean, I'm not going to lie, this shit will break your fucking neck. But you would have to look up, and they had like demo stations. Your parents would be like, all right, I'm going to go pick up some whatever. You stay here, all right? Don't go anywhere. Okay, Mom. Okay, Dad. And you'll stay there. You'll be playing the game, and you'll be thinking, man, that was fun. I want this game for Christmas. Or, you'll be sitting back, and you'll be seeing all the crazy trailers popping up. Because, hey, whether you like it or not, advertisement, commercials, that's huge too. That's huge too. You cannot tell me that gaming trailers have not took a huge step down compared to how they used to be back in the day, especially wrestling trailers. Let's go ahead and have a look. Let's go ahead and have a look, shall we? I'm gonna keep on pulling this shit up every single time. I'm gonna keep on pulling this shit up every single time, bro. I don't give a fuck. Let's pull this shit up again.
He's
So this is the official 2K26 trailer, okay? This is the 2K26 trailer, right? This is the 26 trailer, right? This is the 26 trailer, right? Let's go back here. Let's look at the 25 trailer. This is the 25 trailer. This is the 25 trailer. It's the same exact shit every single time, bruh. Entrance, 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 entrance. Cut back to the ring. Entrance, cut back to the ring. Entrance, cut back to the ring. Let's go to the 24 trailer. Remember this? Remember this? This fucking weird ass AI commercial. Y'all remember this? Come on, dog. Now let's go all the way back to the 2K22 commercial. When they dead ass had superstars running around a fucking warehouse. This is the 2K22 trailer. They had superstars running around a goddamn warehouse. Look at this shit. This is the 2K22 trailer, ladies and gentlemen. They had MGK up in there. They had Paul Heyman driving a goddamn golf cart. You had Undertaker putting back on his attire for this shit. Like, come on, bro. These are trailers nowadays. Now let's go back and let's look at the SVR trailer. Let's look at the SVR trailer. This is the SVR trailer. This is the SVR trailer.
T for teen.
Generations. Much can be learned from past generations. For past generations write history. They become history. The past may have already been written, but the future awaits a new generation.
Oh my God! It's SmackDown versus Raw!
Look at that fucking build up, bro. You got Randy Orton and you got John Cena approaching each other, and then you got Jim Ross screaming, "Oh my God, it's SmackDown versus Raw." You got them, look at this. You got them doing the callbacks. Look at this.
For past
They said generation. They go from SmackDown just bring it.
write history. They become
They go from SmackDown shut your mouth.
history. The past may have
They go from SmackDown here comes the pain.
already been written, but the future awaits a new generation.
And then you got this cold-blooded narrator. This narrator was cold-blooded. One more time.
Awaits a new generation.
Oh my God! It's SmackDown versus Raw!
And then they're showing you the future of WWE gaming. It will be called SmackDown versus Raw for the foreseeable future.
Entertainment will never be the same!
Listen. Oh my goodness, it's SmackDown versus Raw. Sports entertainment will never be the same. One more time.
SmackDown versus Raw! Sports entertainment will never be the same!
Come on. And then listen to the fucking soundtrack. What? Stop playing with them, bruh. Are you kidding me, bro? Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Come on. Bro, you saw this shit, you was like, yo, this shit looks crazy. Are you kidding me, bro? Let's go look at Day of Reckoning. Let's go look at Day of Reckoning. Let me see. Let me look at the intro. There we go. Here we go. Check this out. Let's look at Day of Reckoning, the intro. You got the THQ boot up. Shout out THQ. Jax Pacific. And obviously Ukes, the GOATs. Now look.
To become an immortal, there are many risks. Many paths will lead you to
Another cold narrator, back to back. Another cold narrator.
deception and pain. But for those who stand in your way and betray you, their day of reckoning will come.
But for those who stand in your way and betray you, their day of reckoning will come. Listen one more time.
Those who stand in your way and betray you, their day of reckoning will come.
Like y'all notice this pattern? How the narration, how the trailers, how the intros always match the vibe of the game title? Y'all notice that, right?
Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. WWE Day of Reckoning.
Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. I'm sorry, but you're not beating this, bro. You're not beating this. You're not beating this, bro. You said WrestleMania XIX. Let's look at WrestleMania XIX. Let's look at XIX. One of the most underrated WWE games of all time. Come on now, dog. Even the simple trailers are better than the 2K trailers. One last one. One last one. Last one, bruh. Last one. Oh man, I used to love this shit, bro. That old WWE intro, I used to love that shit. Oh, Commanders running around the WrestleMania. Give me a hell yeah, I know the world is watching. Dum. I used to love that fucking intro, boy.
Watch out! This has gone too far. Hey, Angle, no, Kurt, no! Stop the monitor! Kurt Angle just destroyed John Cena with that steel monitor. What's this man doing? Oh my! Cena just put Angle in the crowd. Somebody's gonna get hurt. What a dirty move. Cena is nothing but a thug. Now both of them are in the crowd. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Check Check this out, Cole. What's Angle doing? Whatever he's looking for, he better hurry up. Payback is a bitch. Yeah, World War III just started right here at WrestleMania. Holy, this is nuts. A poke in the eye? Wait a minute. Someone's got to stop this. Oh, no. I don't like this, Cole. I don't like this. Kurt, don't do it. No, don't do it, Kurt. You're both going to get killed. It's suicide, Cole. It's suicide. Oh, my.
Even the simple trailer's just dog walking y'all, bruh.
This game is rated T for Teen.
Thanks for your time, Triple H, and good luck in your match.
I didn't start out a 10-time world champion. I am the game, Triple H, the king of kings. I've beaten them all. Started at the bottom and worked my way up.
It's time to unleash the animal.
I'm the man. I'm the predator. I'm the top of the food chain.
Batista bomb.
I hustled. I earned my respect. You're just one move away from the 619.
619 connecting.
Now, only one thing can control me, and that's you.
Are you ready for some hot diva action? So don't just watch it, live it.
The next generation of WWE video games is here. Take control with environmental hotspots, an all-new fighting area in the crowd, and enhanced online multiplayer mode. WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. Don't just watch it, live it. Get it now wherever video games are sold.
Come on, dog. Come on, dog. You kidding me? Come on, dog. Come on. 2K14 was the last great one. And the thing is, bro, like 2K14 isn't even a 2K game. The only reason why 2K got their name on that shit is because THQ had to file for bankruptcy. That's the only reason why they got their name on that goddamn box. The only reason. But 14 was the last and final game by Ukes and THQ as a duo. After that, 2K15 through what we have now, 2K26, that was all Ukes and 2K. THQ was out the door. Now, you've pretty much noticed that because every single year these games got worse and worse and worse and started getting more slower and stiffer. All the things you used to know and love were getting stripped away from you. Back to back to back to back to back. I mean, there's no coincidence why everything that people are begging for was in a Ukes game. Every time somebody calls back into a feature or a gameplay mechanic they used to love, it was in a Ukes game. I mean, come on now. Just saying. Just saying. Ukes and THQ was a dynamic duo that I'll never forget. Even, bro, this is the last one I'm gonna look at. This is the last one I'm gonna look at. This is the last one I'm gonna look at, bro. Let's look at this. Let's look at this. Look at this. This is, bro, this is still 2K's most viewed video. This is still 2K's most viewed video of all time. The WWE 2K13, not 2K13, but the WWE 13 trailer with CM Punk and Stone Cold. This shit felt like an actual goddamn build-up. This shit felt like they were about to go at it at any minute. This is their most viewed video at 4.5 million views, and they have never got close to it ever since then. You know, as much as y'all like to sit here and say that 26 this, 25 this, yada yada yada, how come none of these games can match up? Every game up top is from Ukes and THQ. Look, 14, 12, 14, 12. WWE All-Stars. Like, come on now, bro. You don't see anything where it's just 2K and visual concepts. Cause 17, Ukes is still around. 18, still Ukes. 18, still Ukes. 19, still Ukes. Let's go have a look at this last one.
We're just getting.
Look at Stone Cold's face like, oh, this dude is full of shit. You kidding me? You wouldn't be anywhere close to that. Look at CM Punk now. He's like, oh, wow. Sir, giving me a compliment and you're downplaying me at the same time? Okay. See this when he starts to heat up? He's like, don't stare at me with the little bitty eyes. Like, yo, they're not doing promos. They're not doing marketing like this anymore. They're not. You will never see something like this again. They're not. They're not doing this anymore, yo. This is when they actually cared about not just what's inside the video game, but how, they approach the video game and how it's getting out there to the fans. This is when they used to treat the video game like a big deal. See, now what they do is they just, oh, here you go. Here's a ringside pass. Have fun. Like, what? Really? Come on now. What are we doing, bruh? What? 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 Look at that brief pause. Look at CM Punk like that. There's no way he just told me that. There's no way he just said that. Really, Stone Cold? Look at CM.
He doesn't care what anybody else thinks of him. He's gonna run through their brick wall.
I'm not gonna lie. I would have broke, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I would have been head. I would have did the classic head turn. I would have did the hand over the face. I would have been looking down. I would have. listen, man. He was like, bro, that shit. You heard how he raised his voice. He was like, John Cena. Listen back to it.
When you talk CM Punk, when you talk John Cena.
One more time, bro.
Well, let me tell you something. When you talk CM Punk, when you talk John Cena, you're talking the cream of the crop. As far as the wrestling locker room goes.
Like, that shit's crazy, dog. You said, what are they wearing? Oh, come on now. This is the classic. This is the classic look, man. This is the classic look, man. This is the classic look. You remember back in the day, everybody was wearing that goddamn Abercrombie and Fitch, the Hollister. You don't remember back in the day? Come on now, bro. The Supreme. That's how this shit was in the mid 2010s, my boy. There is no different. It's the same game every single year. Has Attack of the Show ever done this before? Oh man, you just brought me back. Attack of the Show, man. I remember watching Attack of the Show, watching X Play. Oh my god, you just brought me back, dude. Off topic, but college football 27 is coming to PC this year. NBA 2K suck as well. DJ, we talking about how they handle the game. They handle this shit better than fucking what's his name than WWE 2K does. N64, I meant. Hey host, do you want to play WCW Nitro or WWF WrestleMania? Ooh. Hey, if we're talking about N64, I will tell you one of my favorite games, not just is No Mercy, but WrestleMania 2000. I love both of those games. Hey, if you got an emulator and you can host, let me know. If you want to get your ass whooped. 2K don't believe in selling because you're supposed to be perfect like it's Tekken or Soul Calibur. Oh my god. Don't make me laugh, bro. Oh my god. Simulated be damned. Let there be fun. What up, Asfar? What up, Arav Mohan? What up, Dark Elite? What up, DJ? What up, Myron? Oh my god, that shit's hilarious. Alright, what we're gonna do is we're gonna probably end this shit and fire back up. Since they want to be some dickheads right now. Okay. Let me go ahead and end this shit and fire back up. Oh my god, I cannot stand these fucking companies, bro. This is what I mean. Like when you say some real shit, when you keep this shit player, this is what happens. All I'm doing is just, chopping it up with y'all and just keeping it real. These games are not the same. And look at what happens. All right, can y'all see me? Are we back? Can y'all see me? Can y'all see my mic moving? Yeah, like this is what happens, bro. This is what happens when you keep this shit too real. This is what happens. Cuz like I said, every single time when I'm just playing the game, what happens? Oh, nothing happens. We're unbothered when we're just playing the game. Nothing happens. But when we start to, really take this shit up a notch, crank this shit up, what happens? My Wi-Fi start going out. The stream start lagging a bit. You start trying to take this shit down. Like, come on now, bro. It's so obvious, man. It's so obvious. I understand you don't like the truth, but hey, it is what it is. Just make a better fucking game. And I wouldn't have to talk like this. Simple as that, Like, my goodness, bro. You're mad because I'm doing a callback to WWE 13? You're mad because of that? Really? Come on now. Well, maybe make a better game. Maybe improve your core gameplay and I wouldn't have to talk about this stuff every fucking week. But apparently they don't want us to talk about this, so we're going to go ahead and stop right here. Oh my goodness. I want to watch this whole thing, but I don't want to sit here and get like fucking 3 strikes over a goddamn gameplay trailer from a decade ago. So, probably gonna go ahead and head out real soon. You are the CM Punk of the wrestling games community and they don't like it. Tell me when I'm telling lies. The voice of the voiceless. Like, hey, somebody got to do it. You got us. You got a couple others out here who really, beating this shit like a drum. Pause. Whoa, that sounded weird as fuck. Whoa, 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 whoa. But you know what I mean? Really letting this shit be known. Really letting our voice be heard. But imagine if we could do this shit as a collective. Cause you notice this, right? Cause people like to sit here and they try to downplay everything and be like, oh, I don't know why you're wasting your breath. It's not going to change anything. Oh, shut the fuck up. Oh, you're a hater. Well, riddle me this. When What's the Status got banned and everybody was mad as hell and kept on putting out that hashtag free status hashtag, what happened? He got unbanned. When everybody was mad as fuck at 2K20 and saying that it was one of the worst, if not the worst wrestling game of all time, what happened? You didn't get no fucking WWE 2K21. They skipped and you got 22. Right? Right? When people were mad as hell about the personas, and granted, they're still greedy, but remember when we kept on telling them time and time again, we want a way to play as my faction cards? And then what happened? It took a minute. It took like 2 or 3 years, but in due time, we got persona cards. You remember when everybody... God damn. I could just go on and on, bro. I could just go on and on. You remember the ringside pass? When everybody was making videos about the ringside pass, even people that don't necessarily watch wrestling or play wrestling video games, everybody was making videos about the ringside pass. And guess what? They changed that shit. You see, we as a community, we like to downplay how powerful we were. We like to downplay our voice and how much we matter. But you don't know what the fuck we can do and what the fuck we can change if you don't actually try. Because like I said, if you want change, I'm with you 100%. I'm with you. I'm right there front and center on the front lines. But if you're going to sit here and duck, you're going to sit here and, keep your chin tucked and everything and not say anything, how are we going to get anywhere? You telling me that's all it took is for them to adjust the ringside pass and now this is a great wrestling game with no issues? That's all it took, bro? That's all it took. Regardless, all the bugs, all the glitches, all it took was for them to adjust the ringside pass, and that's really that fixes everything. You see, you're not really in that shit, bro. What did I say before? It's okay to want more. It's okay to want better. It's okay. You're the consumer. You're spending your hard-earned money. Like, you grinded for this shit, bro. Some of y'all paid $160 for this, and you telling me you're gonna sit here and be like, oh, it's okay. Oh, it's fine. Oh, this is just typical 2K. Hopefully 2K27 is better. Hopefully we get this. Hopefully. Come on.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Come on, WGC. Let's grow up here for once, man. Let's grow up here. Please, WGC. Please. I'm begging y'all. Please, let's grow up here. But yeah, man, with that being said, I'm probably going to go ahead and head out. Sorry I couldn't get no gameplay out for y'all today. Because I was planning on, I'm not going to lie to y'all, I was planning on getting on here and playing some SmackDown Shut Your Mouth. That was the original plan, but I'm sorry, 2K just can't seem to get their shit together, so we talked about it. And unfortunately, it turned into an entire history lesson on WWE Games, unfortunately. So yeah. I'm sorry. But it had to be done. So far, we went live for 3 hours and 35 minutes. Damn. I wasn't even planning to go live that long. I was planning on going live till like 10 o'clock. But typical 2K. Here we are. So with that being said, we'll see what happens as the months go by. If you're asking me, how do I feel about Season 3? Yeah, there's some things I like the Kano one, the Brocco 3, the Tory, the Matt Cardona, the Brian Pillman. There's some things I actually like. But the core gameplay is just ass. The servers are ass. There's too many bugs and glitches for me to actually enjoy the content. So, once again, the game is still uninstalled on my console. It's not on my console. And like I said before, even if they do manage to fix it, I think it's too late. The damage is already done. That's like shooting somebody. Bro, that's like adjusting the ringside pass is literally like shooting somebody and asking them if they need a band-aid. What the fuck are you doing, bro? The damage is already done. It's over with, bro. Just accept the fact that you tried to get one off on the consumers. The consumers weren't biting. And your game flopped. And now you're resorting to things like adding straw zoning to the game and thinking that's gonna solve all your problems. Don't make me laugh, bro. But yeah, with that being said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the bell. Wait, before I did y'all see that match on AAA? The Americanos match? Did y'all see that match? Oh man. If you have not watched that, go watch that shit. That shit was a banger. Shout out to Taker, man. Shout out to Taker doing his thing over there in AAA. I believe, who else? I think they said that Pete Dunne helped produce that match. I think. If wrestling games were in a good place, none of us would have met most likely. So at least 2K is good for something. Mass versus Mass was very good. It was so good, bro. It was so damn good. Shout out to AEW too, man. Did y'all watch? Did y'all watch? What's his name? Did y'all watch Double or Nothing? That was a good one too. That was a good one too. Shout out to AEW. Clash of Italy. Eh, eh. I mean, eh. Mostly just a rematch fest if we're keeping it real. Just a rematch fest. Eh. I think Double or Nothing got them beat. But we'll see what happens at their next pay-per-view. We'll see what happens. Cause that's just man. WWE, man. I love y'all, but holy shit, bro. We gonna have to do something. We gonna have to do something, man. So up next we got Saturday night main events on July 18th. And then we have SummerSlam August 1st and August 2nd in Minneapolis, Minnesota, which could very well be Brock Lesnar's actual last match. And then we got Triple Mania, the biggest event for the AAA promotion. We got Triple Mania, Night 1, September 11th, 9/11. And then we got Night 2 on September 13th. So we'll see what WWE and AAA is looking like in these next few months. A lot of blood in the ring. Facts. Yeah, I watched AEW yesterday. I still got to catch up. I haven't seen the Double or Nothing or Mask versus Mask. Bro, you slipping, Dark? What you doing, man? What you doing, Dark? You got to catch up. Whatever you do, do not go on Twitter because you will run into so many spoilers. Just go ahead and watch that. But avoid Twitter at all costs. Double or Nothing was a banger. No lie. Yeah, facts. Facts, I agree on that. But yeah, we finna go in. We finna go ahead and head out. Next stream, I got y'all. I promise y'all. Next stream, I got y'all. Probably tomorrow. We'll try to stream some SmackDown Shut Your Mouth. And if y'all want me to, and this is if y'all want me to, do y'all want me to react to that interview, that new interview with Cornell and Brian? You want me to react to that? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. If y'all want me to react to it, I'll do it. Oh, y'all said yes. Oh man, see y'all trying to get me worked up. See y'all trying to get me worked up. Cause I already know Brian finna ask him a question, then Cornell finna hit him with that. Well, I mean, yeah. Hit him with that goddamn Samuel L. Jackson. What ain't no country I ever heard of? English, motherfucker. Do you speak it? Oh my goodness. But yeah, we're gonna see what's up tomorrow. We're gonna start off with Shut Your Mouth, and then we'll transition into the interview. All right, I got y'all. I got y'all. I got y'all. Also, hold up, 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 bro. Let me check something right quick. Let me check something right quick. Oh shit! Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, bro. Let me check something right quick because ooh, oh yeah. Let me see something, bro. Can you redirect me to the fucking website, AMC? Come on now. Y'all is bugging right now. You're almost there. You will be redirected to the website as soon as possible. What? Since when is there a queue for AMC? Anyways. Scary Movie will finally be releasing at midnight. And oh man, they said they were going to be firing on all cylinders. They were going to be going at motherfuckers. They were going to, you know, what's his name? Make sure that this shit is as offensive as possible. And I love that, man. Because I'm going to keep it real. We live in a very, hey, I'm going to just call a spade a spade. I understand some things are pretty fucked up, but you gotta laugh, man. You gotta laugh. Like, some things, it ain't worth getting mad about. Scary Movie is literally what it is. It's a parody movie. So that's probably why people are mad at this, because it got a 30 on the tomato meter. But most of the time, when the tomato meter is at a low score, the popcorn meter is at a high score, because just like Metacritic, the critic score is the ones that are you know, these mainstream motherfuckers. That's what this is, the tomato score. But the popcorn meter, this is us right here. So I'm not worried about this. I'm not worried about this. This is what I'm waiting on. And even then, I don't give a fuck what you think. I'm gonna see this movie regardless. You know? Because we haven't had a parody movie in so long. This is childhood right here, bro. And like I said before, if you're offended, then just don't watch the movie. But don't sit here and try to do a whole boycott. Oh, boycott Scary Movie. If it offends you, then don't watch it. The fuck? I cannot wait to go see this shit. And in the night with chamber matches, bro, Fab, did you just say do chamber matches on WWE 2K26? I know you didn't just say that shit. Hold this time out. Nah, I'm joking. It means the movie is good. Always go the opposite. Yeah, you remember what they did for the Mario movie and the Michael Jackson movie? You remember that? You remember that? So yeah, I'm not worried about that. What I care about is my experience in the theater. That's what I'm worried about. If you were offended and you didn't, well then I don't care. I can't wait to see this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I told you, bro. People are just in their fucking feelings. Look at this shit. Scary Movie is deeply offensive. Unfunny. Like, it's a bad movie because you in your feelings? This just goes to show the era that we're in right now. The things that we were watching back in the day, it's going to be hard to do those things again because we live in such a sensitive society. You know? And I'm not going to lie. There's some things that I'm like, okay, that's kind of crazy that you said that. But we're talking about the parody movie. It's meant to joke around about shit. And you're offended by this? Come on, dog. Shout out to the Wayans Bros, man. Real talk. Film critics are garbage, just like most of the game critics. Scary Movie 6 looks great. Oh yeah. I hope they offend as much people as possible. I really do. I really do. And when I go to see this, I know I'm about to be dying laughing when I see this shit. I just know. I cannot wait. Shout out to the Wayans Bros, man. 2 bangers, so it's a great movie. Get over it. Netflix put a Michael Jackson. Oh yeah, see, Jack, you make a great point about that too. That just goes to show you that even when you're gone from this earth, when people want to see you, this just goes to show that you got people hating on you even when you're gone from this earth. People will do anything to smear your name and paint you in a bad light regardless. So Michael Jackson, this biopic that just came out and is having great success, shattering box office records across the globe, is doing great. So that comes out, and then Netflix, what they decide to do is they decide to do some underhand shit and release I think it's like a three-part documentary. A three-part documentary trying to smear Michael Jackson's name. I'm telling you, bro. People will do everything if someone just really does not fuck with you. It doesn't matter if you're here today or you gone from this earth. They will do anything to shame you. They will go above and beyond. Oh, Michael Jackson's name is getting popular again. His songs and albums are getting #1. Let's go ahead and put out this negative ass shit. Crazy, dog. But yeah, I'm still watch it too and see what it's about. Cause I already know what they're gonna do. They're gonna bring in some people. They're gonna talk about this, talk about that. I already know what it's gonna be like, but I'm gonna still give it a watch. But it doesn't matter what you say. Michael Jackson will always and forever be an icon. There's nothing you can do about it. Just facts. But yeah, scary movie coming out tomorrow. We got lots of games coming out, lots more movies coming out. WWE 2K26 is the least of my concerns right now. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real, bro. If y'all enjoy playing 2K26, that's on you. I'm not trying to, ruin your fun. Don't listen to me when I say just because I don't like the game. Don't get mad at me just because I say I don't care about the game. If you want to enjoy the game, that's cool. You do you. But me personally, I'm not in a rush to get back on the game. All right? It's just for money? Oh, yeah. But you can't. Those kids grew up and told the truth. Netflix are hypocrites. Oh, 100%. 100%. Because they left did you, like, bro, they left so much shit out of that Vince McMahon documentary. So much shit. They let to pick and choose who they fuck with. But yeah, with that being said, enough rambling. We will be back tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll be back tomorrow. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. Hit the bell to notify for each and every Unsanctioned TV upload. And before I head up out here, I wanna let y'all know. Cause we always have one of these moments, but when the stream is gonna end, we always have a real last moment. So I want to let y'all know more than ever to be safe out there. This there was a guy who came across my feed yesterday I believe it was in California, I believe. Let me see. I gotta get my facts straight. I think it was in California. Let me make sure. Fairfield. I might be wrong. Yeah, it was. Okay, it was. It was in California. It was Fairfield High School. So what happened was there was unfortunately, a shooting at a graduation. One dead, 3 others injured at a graduation. You're celebrating one of the biggest moments in your life. You can't even celebrate that shit. That's crazy, dog. And I believe there was another kid. I forgot what city. It may have been Baltimore, it may have been Chicago, but it was a kid celebrating their graduation. But the thing is, I believe there was like, I think there was like on a gram flexing some dollars or some shit. And somebody, caught them lacking at a graduation after party and got him up out of there. That's what I be saying, bro. We got some people out here that do not want to see you grow. They do not want to see you succeed. They do not want to see you thrive. They think the worst of you. They want to see you in the worst predicament possible. Y'all be careful out there, man. Because regardless how safe you think you may be, there could be someone right now looking over your shoulder, waiting, plotting, itching to catch you lacking. And you see what's going on right now with that boy that was on all that racist shit, that Chud dude. You see what's happening with him? Building out and everything. See what's happening with him? I'm trying to tell y'all. Dude, don't sit here and think you're invincible. Please don't. That's why when I go out here into the world, I mind my business. I mind my fucking business and I just do me. I don't be out here, trying to start shit with nobody. I don't be out here on these social media platforms trying to go crazy. AI, like, I'm not over here trying to stun on nobody. No, I'm cool then, bro. Cause y'all gotta realize we live in a real crazy world full of jealousy, full of jealous and envious motherfuckers. We talking about a graduation, bro. A graduation, bro. This is supposed to be your moment. You're elevating in life. You're advancing. And if an event like that can get screwed up, come on now. You're not safe anywhere. Telling y'all, dog, be safe out there. And don't ever think that you immortal or you untouchable or you invincible. This ain't no goddamn Call of Duty where you get to respond. You only got one of these lives, man. Live this shit to the fullest. But yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know that because we always say be safe out here, but I'm saying it's more and more and more nowadays. Now more than ever. Yeah, I said, yeah, me too, ANCAP. I stay in my lane. And wait, did I say ANCAP? Hold up, this whole time I see the Rivera 96. Is this ANCAP or is this little bro? Is this ANCAP or is this little bro? Let me know. Remember Netflix? Oh, that Cuties movie? Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember that shit, bro. I remember that, bro. I remember that, bro. Yeah. You strike a good point. I remember that. Yeah, they hypocrites, bro. The reason every scary movie after 2 sucked is because the Wayans brothers weren't involved. They got their franchise stolen from them. That's yep. 100%. 100%. Because I noticed a huge difference. I'm like, the cast is really good. And, the movies may be okay. They may be all right, but they just don't hit the same. Like, a Wayans, when you're watching a Wayans Bros movie, bro. When you're watching a Wayans Bros movie, That's why I'm so excited for this, is because they got their shit back. They have full control. They got their shit back. I cannot wait to see this. And they're bringing back the original cast too. Like, come on now. The original cast is back, yo. Look at this cast. We got Anna Faris back as Cindy. We got Sean Wayans, Ray. We got Marlon Wayans as Shorty. We got Regina Hall back in the cut as Brenda. Man, this is going to be fucking hilarious, yo. Damn, he got his whole family in this shit. Hold up, bruh. We got Craig Wayans in here, Keenan Ivory Wayans. Oh, he got his whole family up in here. Hold up. Damon Wayans, Kim Wayans. Oh, that's love right there. He made him work for it too. That's the funny part. He said they ain't getting no free part. They had to audition for that shit. That's funny. That's tough right there. Your whole fan being in a movie, that is tough. I just changed it to my last name. The first two movies had Black culture all over it. I'm gonna be in the front, motherfucker, off the za rolling. Oh my goodness, that boy said he finna be off the za za. All right, I guarantee Dark was one of the motherfuckers that be having that crazy ass laugh like ah. You gonna have somebody be like, shut your ass up, bro. Nah, I'm bullshitting. This movie is going to bring a lot of people together. I'm telling you, there's certain movies that bring people together, and this is one of them. This is one of them. So hey, see y'all in the cinemas. I don't go as much as I used to, but whenever it's a movie that I really want to see, I make sure to go. I make sure to go see that shit. Streams are interrupted when copyright content is detected after copyright material is no longer being streamed. Streams are automatically re-enabled. Ah, okay, so that's what it was, a copyright notice? Okay. Alright, YouTube. I'm gonna have that Don Julio. Oh my goodness. That boy said he gonna bring the Don Julio in pregame before he goes see scary movie. Oh man, you hell. That boy said he better go to the theater off the Don. You hell, boy. I'm not gonna lie though. I'm not gonna lie though. I'm not gonna lie though. That shit will be funny. My laugh is obnoxious, not gonna lie. Maybe one day we'll have another movie night like how we did on Kick when we watched Rush Hour. Maybe we'll do that again one day. And we'll watch like Scary Movie 1 or Scary Movie 2 or goodness, there's just so many good movies from back in the day. Super Bad, Pineapple Express. Don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. So many good comedies. Soul Plane. Yeah, maybe one day we'll have another movie night. Maybe. I gotta see. Oh man. Oh yeah, people are mad right now. People are mad right now. Oh man, people are mad right now. Oh yeah, people are mad. Oh man. Ah man, okay. Thanks for making my day, critics. Thanks for making my day. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's my drink. I don't like that. But when I don't drink like that, but when I do, I get that. That boy said that down. Julio, you going regular or you going Resposado? If you going in cap, you going regular or Resposado? You sound like a Resposado type of motherfucker, bro. You sound like a Resposado type of dude. You Resposado? Let me see what you said. I know when I'm around a Resposado, motherfucker, bro. I know when I'm around a Resposado, motherfucker, man. That shit too easy. But yeah, man. Enough rambling. Let me go ahead and head up out here. I hope you all enjoy the little minutes we have left in our Thursday night. Hope y'all have a nice, productive morning. And I will see y'all sometime tomorrow. And we'll get back to the grind. SmackDown Shut Your Mouth tomorrow. Maybe we'll go live a little bit earlier, like at 4 or 5 p.m. maybe, before SmackDown. We'll see. With that being said, I appreciate the love. I appreciate the subs. Appreciate the comments, whether they were positive or negative. Make sure y'all like. Make sure y'all share. Make sure y'all hit that hype button. And we'll catch y'all next time. It's Unsanctioned TV. And we out here. One love. God bless. See you in the next one. Peace. Love y'all. Damn it, 2K. Why you gotta always? Why can't you just? Why you got? Oh man, why you just? You can't ever. I just want a good wrestling game, man. You can't. Come on, bro. You gotta do me like that, man. This trash ass wrestling game away from me. This sorry ass excuse of a WWE game.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Get that bullshit out of my face, bitch.